Oh yes. Oh yes. What's up, gamers? How's it going? Oh, Choco Mountain. Give me 2 seconds and we'll start, gamers. How are we doing, though? Are we doing great? I hope we are. We love Mario Kart, don't we? We love Mario Kart. Mario Kart's great. My favorite game of all time. The absolute GOAT. It's the GOAT for real, for real, for real. Now I just need a Hawaiian shirt to wear. And I think I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Did any of you guys get the SpongeBob reference? Shroom Ridge. Oh, yes. Double the musty today. What's up, chat? What is up? I'm looking fresh today. I know. Hold the compliments, but feel free to not at the same time. How are we doing, gamers? How are we doing? Drippy as hell. Thank you. Do you like all the various buttons on my hats? I think the Quaxley one's my favorite personally because it's the most recent, so I like it the most. Thanks. What's up, guys? Scamuel, Toadduck, Alfonso, Egbert, Astral Tints, Frantic, Melody. I'm Bob Le Punch for real. That's what they call me. That's what they call me in Paris, you know? Who was in Paris? It was me all along. What's up, Zach? H. K's. What's up? Unknown. Mr. Moo. Cherry. How do you pronounce that? You got Hey with 2 Y's at the end of the name. How do you say your name? But hello there. How you doing? Patak. How you doing? Helmer N. What's up, gamers? What's up? Dripped out. Thank you very much. I got me some strawberry lemonade. I've got a Discord full of tier lists, and I've got a timer that is going to be set to 60 minutes because I want to get all of this done in 1 hour. We're going to play Mario Kart for 1 hour, then we're going to play Pokemon on Twitch for 2 hours. That's the plan, guys. Okay, so 4 hours. You got 4 hours of musty today. So without further ado, without stalling any more time, let's get started. So as last stream, I want the person whose tier list I'm looking at to be here. So I'm looking at hang on, here we are. I've got all the pinned ones from last stream. So if anyone who's on this list is here and wants me to look at them, so is Planty Man here? Because I think Planty Man said he was going to do a new one. So I don't know if I review this one or if he wants me to look at his updated one. If you've got an updated one, if I've looked at yours last stream, then you could put yours here with the old one and new one so I can compare them side to side. If you haven't posted one at all, then you can put it in the new ones, okay? There we go. Simple? Got it. Right, should be very, very easy to understand. I'll post a new thing in the chat. Bada bing, bada boom, and then I'll pin it as well. And there we go. Okay, so let's start with the ones from last stream. It was, is Oddball here? Oddball, where's Sponge? Sponge Man, is Sponge Man here? Dog, hang on, I gotta post the, come on a sec. Discord has a tier list. Oh, does Discord have a tier list creator? That's pretty good actually. Hang on, let me, I'm gonna start the timer so I don't lose track of time. And then I'll have some notes if you want. Yeah, I got you. As long as it's not like an essay. Because I'm gonna be honest, I ain't reading all that, you know? I'd rather be honest right now. Hang on, I'm just gonna link the, give me a sec, chat. I'm just gonna link the stream to let everyone know I'm live. Apologies for the ping in advance. Be here today, then Twitch later. Okay, boom, done. Let's go. Let's start with the old ones. Depends on how long an essay is. Like what? Like, is it like 20 lines? Have you left like 20 lines for me? Albert, Dog Dude, Onyxify, Spongy, Frantic Melody, Landin, Nerdly Wacko, graphic design as well. Hamza, Akumpo. Anyway, have we got any of those here today? If not, then I'll look through some of the updated ones. I want the people who I'm looking at to be here in the chat. You know what I mean? So I can like talk to you. What's up, Ritas? Thanks for that. Thanks for the compliment. Okay, so Frantic Melody, you are here. Pigeon, is that you? I'm guessing that's you, right? Whoever this is, Pigeon, that's you, right? Pigeon, right? Is that it? Got it. Okay, so let's look at Frantic Melody. You posted yours last stream. You've patiently waited 3 days. Let's have a look at your retro list. I got a bit of, what is this? Did you make this in Microsoft Excel? All right, so you started off with Koopa Troopa Beach, New York Minute, Choco Island 1, Wee Toad Factory. Guys, I've had enough. We've only just started the stream and I've had enough, guys. Hang on, let me start the timer. There we go. We've only started this and I've already had enough, right? I've had enough. I'm sick and tired of you guys making mid-cups and having Toad Factory be the one that saves it. I'm sick. I'm sick to my stomach, okay? I really am. I've had enough. Of course, SNES Choco Island is your one SNES rep, so I'm not going to harp on that too much. But you've got a Tour City track in here. Tour City track. I mean, I think we talked about this before. Are the Tour Cities going to come back? Should they even come back? Because I think the Tour originals are fun, like your Sky High Sundays, your Yoshi's Islands, your Ninja Hideaways. Well, the Tour City's going to come back, though. That's the question. That's the question. So, as far as I'm concerned, if they are going to bring them back, considering they're loaded in the BCP, if they are going to bring back the Tour Cities, they're probably going to bring back one. Personally, so if this is your one Tour City, then I think that's fair. Because what I would think is that they probably bring back one Tour City and then 2 Tour originals. So like maybe like New York Minute and then like Yoshi's Island Ninja Hideaway. You know, that's what I'm thinking. But I just don't see them making more than one Tour City. Do you know what I mean? I don't see it. I just don't see it. You know. What's up, Shy Guy Timmy? What's up? Shy Guy Timmy, I remember you. Yeah, I do remember you did get banned from my Discord, and you've been banned from my chat as well. Amazing. Thank you for letting me know you're here, so I could ban you here. It's perfect. But overall, you got your beach track out the way, you got your Tour City out the way, you got your SNES rep out the way, and you got Toad Factory. So hopefully, I'm hoping with this with this list, you got the stinkers out the way to start. And that's it. You know, you got the stinkers out the way to start. So anyway, let's continue. Wii U Thwomp. Okay. Shy Guy Bazaar, DS Dolphino Square, and Daisy Caruza. Okay. Interesting stuff. Guys, I'm not here to talk about who I time out. I'm here to talk about tier lists, okay? So if you wanna talk about what my banning policy, we can talk about that some other time. But Thwomp Ruins, I could see it being remade for the start of Banana Cup. I think that's realistic. Shy Guy Bazaar, would it be in Banana Cup instead of? Yeah, I guess it was the end of Mushroom, so here is fine to Dolphino Squid. I think this is a realistic looking cup. You haven't doubled up on any games. I think it's fine. So I think this works. So far. You're doing better. You're winning me back over, I would say. Boomerang Cup, GBA Yoshi Desert. You got 2 deserts? Really? Okay. Wildwoods, Alpine Pass, Tor Piranha Plant Cove. Alpine Pass. I don't think Alpine Pass is coming back. It's in the BCP. I don't see it coming back at all. So I think that's a bit of an erroneous pick if you're going for realism. We've got Leaf Cup, GCN, DK Mountain, Frappe Snowland, your obligatory N64 rep, Daisy Circuit, and Lakeside Park. Yeah, I bet a lot of Daisy love. What is it with you Daisy stands? What's going on? What is going on? I don't get it. Both Cruiser was already in 7 as well. Was already in 7. So not only you bring a Cruiser back, but you're bringing Circuit back as well. And for Leaf, I mean, I guess with 6 cups, the difficulty scaling is a bit more wider. But Frappe Snowland in Leaf is definitely a bit of a misplay, I would say. If I had to swap, I'd probably swap Frappe with Yoshi Desert. Then you'd have 2 GBAs, but like in terms of difficulty, because I think Frappe Snowland probably belongs like in here, Banana or Boomerang, you know? I would say that. Lightning Cup. Lightning Cup, people tend never to get wrong. So let's see. Warriors Galleon, Los Angeles Lap, Moonview Highway, Dragon Driftway. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh no. The alarm has been sounded, gamers. A Lightning Cup that doesn't make me go, wow. Crappe Snowland. There's a pin. But Shipyard, I guess I could see it being remade. Los Angeles, another tour city. Really? Another tour city. Interesting. Moonview Highway, Dragon Driftway is just okay. And then you got Athens Dash, Cloudtop Cruise, Bowser Castle, Rainbow Road. So Athens Dash, I'm hearing, is one of the better ones. Daisy Circuit announced in Tour, so maybe in BCP, probably. What's the take on Dragon Driftway, guys? I don't get it. Is Dragon Driftway like secretly good, but I just don't get it? Or is everyone agreeing that it's kind of mid? But anyway, if we're going for realism, I don't see a City Track being in Shell Cup. I think City Tracks, actually, hang on. Does New York Minute have like any cars driving around? Do you think, does it? I don't actually remember if it has any cars driving around. Because I would say cars as obstacles probably like should be introduced in Boomerang or higher, you know? So that's what I would say. So like I would probably, it has no cars in it. I would still be hesitant to put it right there. Maybe like ahead of Choco Island. So maybe that being there is a bit like weird. I'd say you could probably even swap Thwomp Ruins and New York Minute, and I think that'd be better, I would say that'd be better. And you've got Frappe Snowland, which probably just shouldn't be here this far in, to be honest. Other than that, I don't think the scaling is too crazy. Yoshi Desert being ahead of Alpine Park. Is Piranha Plant Cove like a hard stage? Because it's like right in the middle. So like, I'm thinking Boomerang Leaf Cup is like, okay, we're starting to get a little harder now. No more baby, but we're not crazy yet. These are the crazy ones. This is like where we're putting on our big boy pants, and this is like baby, you know? These stages are supposed to be baby, baby, baby. I don't know if Piranha Plant Cove fixed the baby theme, you know, if it's like a really baby. Frappe Goatland, really? Unreal. I think the difficulty with rating this tier list is there's too many tours. There's too many tours in here, guys. 4 tours. 4 tours, and 7 years ago. Would they put 4 tour tracks in 9 when the BCP is already full of tour tracks? I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it happen. I'm not even biased towards Tour. It's just since the BCP's full of them, would they make the base game of 9 also full of them? I guess, but I feel like they lean heavily into Wii U as opposed to Tour. But I guess with Wii U, you also have 4. So 4 Tour, 4 Wii U. Perhaps Delfino, swapping Delfino Square and Fabric Snow would be kind of good since Delfino has tighter turns. Also, it's next to Daisy Crew. Is 2 kind of water trouble tracks next to each other. Yeah, I suppose. I think that works better. The scaling, it's not the worst thing I've seen. But Athens Dash, okay, I'm gonna have to defer to you, chat. Is Athens Dash worthy of being like in the Big Boy Cup? I would say Cloudtop Cruise fits the Big Boy Cup. I think Cloudtop Cruise is like that Thundercloud section. I'd say definitely like fits into like we're going with the big boys now. You know what I mean? We're going with the big boys. So is Athens Dash worthy of being like here or like here? Is it worthy of being on this side of the spectrum? Would you say like Lightning Spiny Shell? Would you say so? I'm mainly deferring to you guys because I have no idea. But I do know that Frappe Snowland definitely should not be there. New York Minute probably shouldn't be here neither. Not really the craziest. Would you compare it to these Cloud Top Crews? Like how? Okay, either way. The scaling isn't the worst thing possible. There's maybe a couple of swaps you could use. Have you covered all the bases? Have you got one beach track? You do. Have you got one, what was it, circuit track? Have you got is there a circuit track in here? Daisy Circuit, okay. Have you got a, what was the other one? It was circuit, beach, desert. You've got Yoshi desert. And what was the other one? What was the other theme? There was 4 themes that they've done in every retro set, and I forgot the 4th one already. What was the 4th one? Do you guys remember? It was circuit, desert, snow. It was snow, that's what it was. And you got Frappe Snowland. Okay, that works. You're also not doubling up on each game in a cup, which is nice. This isn't the worst thing I've seen. Like as a realism, in terms of like the scaling, few off markers, so I'll give it like a 7.5 for like realism. Not because of the track. I think the track selection's good, but I think the scaling is like there's too many points where like it's a bit weird. Maybe an 8. I'll say an 8 actually, since I think the track selection is feasible. Is that okay? Hang on, let me look at it again actually. I remember Daisy Cruiser I had sus on because it's been in 7. Hang on. Are there any others that have been in recently? No. Okay, so yeah, it's only Daisy Cruiser that's like your big blotch. The rest of it is just scaling. So I'd say too much tour. Okay, that's for. When it comes to realism, too much tour I don't think is fair. Since because it's the most like tour is technically the most recent game, right? I could see them putting loads of tour tracks in. I could see it happening. I wouldn't want it to happen, but I could see it happening. So I'm not going to mark you down too hard on that. So I'll keep my score of 7.5. As for me though, if I saw this, how happy would I be? How many stages would I just never play? So this cup, except Toad Factory, is dead to me. So that's 3 stages already. Fontbrins, that's another one. 4. Wildwoods, I don't really care about Wildwoods, you know what I mean? So I'm going to count that as a 5. Alpine Pass, if the physics are good, I guess it can work, but I just don't see it happening. I'm going to rate that as a 6. I'm going to say 6 tracks, because I've seen Alpine Pass already. I don't want it coming back, okay? Frappe Snowland, that's a 7 immediately. 7 tracks I don't care about. Movie Highway, obviously, that's 8. I don't need to say anything about that. So 8 tracks out of these 24 where I'm just like, I don't want to see them again. That's 8. That's 8 out of 24. 1/3. How many tracks do I really like? 1, 2, 3. The Spiny Shell Cub is like carrying. It's got 3 I really like. None in Lightning. We got DK Mountain, that's 4. Lakeside Park, that's 5. Shy Guy Bazaar 6, Toad Factory 7. So 7 out of 24. I'm like, yo, I like these. So you got 1/3 I hate, 1/3 I like, 1/3 I'm just kind of like, okay. Ratio on that is a bit off for my liking. And personally, I would say I want there to be at least half the tracks I really like. Maybe the other 25% I don't care, and then the 25% could be bad. I'm going for like at least half the tracks I'm pocking at, you know? That's what I'm trying to go for. I'd give this a 7. I'd say 7s. You don't like Movie Highway? It's a shit Toad Turnpike. You can watch my video. I'm not going to elaborate. I'm going to refuse to elaborate. It's a shit Toad Turnpike. L for anyone who likes that track. But what do you guys think? What's the score? What's the score overall? 6 out of 10 realism. 7 out of 10 I like. Too much tour. Definitely too much tour. There's definitely too much tour. So I'll leave it with that. I'll leave it with the 7. 7.5 and 7. That's your score. Right. Is anyone else from this list here? I see 8s, I see 5s. So Sponge is here. Sponge Man and Pigeon's here, also here. Pigeon's here. Let's do Pigeon's. Did you leave any notes? Did you leave any notes? Hang on, whoops. Where did that go? Where did that go? Where's Pigeon Man? And then we'll do Spongy after. Here we go. Okay, so it's Sijan in the chat. So this is the person we're having a look at here, okay? Akumpo is also here. So what, Spongy... So it's Pigeon, Spongy, then Akumpo, right? How about that? That's how it sounds. I'm going to go a little faster this time because we've already spent 13 minutes on that other one. I'm going to try to spend like 8 on this. Right. 16, that's perfect. Daisy, oh, what is going on? Lad, what is going on here? You already started, your first one in the Baby Shell Cup is Daisy Circuit. Brother, man. The others are fine. I think Cheap Island is fine. Vanilla Lake is fine. And Finland, actually, no, I wouldn't say that's fine. I think if the gimmick is ice, I think it should be in banana. I think ice is a bit too difficult a gimmick to be in Shell at least. I think Banana or higher is better. Because I guess, has there ever been an... Okay, this is a fun fact. If someone's a bit bored, they can go through. Has there ever been an ice track in the first cup of a Mario Kart game? I'm tempted to say no. Because I think ice is a difficult enough gimmick where they save it for flower or higher. So I would say Daisy Circuit and Vanilla Lake would not go here. Would not go here at all. Singapore Speedway, maybe a bit early for that, I would say. I would say Leaf, maybe? I don't know. Toad Factory, Sherbetland in Wii, but is it in Mushroom? I'm thinking Nitro. Is there a Sherbetland was Banana? Yeah, Banana. That's fine. But I'm thinking Shell. That's what you need to look for. Mushroom City, I think it's a bit too high. Banshee Boardwalk, fine. The scaling is a bit... I don't think Singapore goes here, personally. Because it's a section track, I think there's a bit more, like, involved, so maybe they go in Leaf or higher, I would say. And then Mushroom City, a bit too difficult to be here. There's never been an ice track in Mushroom City. That's what I'm thinking. So I don't think, has there been an ice track in a retro Shell? I don't think so, neither. And then Delfino Square here, but Mushroom City here. You could just swap those two immediately, I would say. Marco Woohoo, Electrodrome, DK Mountain. I think section tracks work better when they're at the end of a cup. Generally, like Mario, like was it Mount Warriors at the end? Marco Woohoo was at the end. I think section tracks generally work best when they're at the end. I think was Big Blue in the end of the cup as well. I think generally it works better out anyway. So I would say if I was to reorder this cup, I would say Electrodrome, Delfino Square, DK Mountain, Marco Woohoo. That's what I would do. But I think the cup as a whole is okay. Just a lot of rearranging in the cup. Lightning Cup, Dry Ruins, Shipyard, Bowser Castle, Rainbow Road, which is fine. I'm not a big fan of this Rainbow Road, but obviously I'm going by realism to start, and I think a DS Rainbow Road could feasibly come back. So, in terms of realism, I think you've gotten a few things definitely off. Daisy Circuit and Vanilla Lake. Daisy Circuit would definitely not be in here. It'd be like early Leaf, maybe late Banana. Vanilla Lake would also be early Banana at the earliest, because again, ice I think is a bit too difficult a gimmick to put in Shell, so I think those two could immediately go. Singapore Speedway, personally, I'd put it at the, again, section tracks, if you're going to put them in, I think at the end would fit, so I'd put this at the end. I'd make this Toad Factory, not Mushroom City. I think Mushroom City and Delfino Square should swap, so it'd be what? Maybe Delfino Square, Toad Factory, Banshee Boardwalk, Singapore Speedway, and then this would be Electrodrome, like I said, Electrodrome, Mushroom City, DK Mountain, and Marco Woohoo. There's a lot of organising that needs to do here, and I think this cup is fine. I think this cup is perfect. So yeah, a lot of wonkiness on the scaling, especially these two. I think these two really put a blotch on your record. So I'm going to say in terms of like the scaling, or in terms of like, have you got all the themes covered as well? You got circuit, you got ice, have you got beach? You do not... Delfino... I don't think Delfino Square counts as beach. It's more city. I'd count that more as like a city, you know, because like you're going for like a town square. There's no beach here. There's no beach here. And you also have two... Someone said you have two GameCubes in one cup. Does he? Two GCN in one cup? Am I going blind? It's got boom, boom, boom. No, he doesn't. Does he? No, it doesn't. You're lying to me. You just spread misinformation. So you got no beach. Oh no, you do have beach. Cheat Beach. You got beach covered. So you covered all the themes. If you swap, well, that's if I'm swapping. I'm just basing it off the base thing. I did the swapping in terms of scaling, not in terms of like if the cups would match. But you're without my swaps, you're done fine on that. I don't know. It's really weird. It's weird, man. It's weird. I'd give this a 5 in terms of like scaling. I think all of these tracks are due for a remake. So I think the tracks you've picked are fine. I think the scaling just really throws you off. I think the only cup you've done perfectly was this. The rest of it, there's definitely work that came. I think that's what throws you down to like, I would say 6. I think since you've done a good job picking tracks that can be remade, I think 5 is harsh. So I'm gonna do 6. 6 in terms of realism. Really, if you fix the scaling, I think this would be a lot better. So I would say 6. In terms of me, would I like this? Hello, Walpole. Did the exam finish you? In terms of my set, okay, how many tracks do I absolutely, utterly do not want to play ever? Vanilla Lake, obviously it's a SNES track, so it doesn't count. And Banshee Boardwalk's a fixer-upper. If they fix it up, sure. If not, then I'm counting that. I'm going to count that just to be a bit mean. It's the only two. So, like, if I'm being mean, I'd count Banshee Boardwalk. Vanilla Lake, I don't want to play. I don't care how good they remake that. It's shit. It's going to be shit. They're not going to Calamari this track, okay? So only one stage I don't want to play. How many would I love to play? So you got Toad Factory, Singapore Speedway, Shy Guy Bazaar, Delfino Square, Marco Woohoo, Electrodrome, DK Mountain, Dry Ruins, Bowser Castle. 9 out of 16. You've done a very good job on that. You've done a very good job picking my personal favorites. The ones I would never want to play is just vanilla like. The rest of them are mid. I think DS Rainbow Road's a mid Rainbow Road. It's one of the only 2 Rainbow Roads I think are mid, which is DS and GameCube. GameCube for being too long, the DS for being a bit too boring. But the rest of them I'm absolutely fine with. So in terms of like, would I be happy with this set of 16? I'd be moderately happy. I'd say 8.5. 8.5. So a 6 for realism and 8.5 for my personal pick. What are you rating it, chat? A 6, a 7, 6.58. Yeah, it's a bit close to what I did as well. At least you didn't say that 8 Rainbow Road was mid. Oh no, 8 Rainbow Road is 8 Rainbow Road is shit. It's not mid. I said those are the only 2 Rainbow Roads that are mid. 8 Rainbow Road is shit. That's the difference. That is the difference. So, good job. How much time are we on? We've already used 20 minutes. Blimmin' now. Alright, so it was Akumpo. Akumpo, my man. Can you bring us to the... I think was it Hasbro? I think still has the best rating. I think he got 9.5s all around. So here we go. You got how many cups have you got? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay, 8. You think they're gonna have 8? And then there's one missing? What the hell? What's going on here? What is going on here, my guy? What's going on in the back? Do you want to say hi to my cousin? Do you want to say hi to my cousin? Sure. Do you want to say hi, Rashid? Sure. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. No? Leave him alone. Check the updated. Okay. So do you not want me to look at... Is this old then? Is this list old? Are you telling me you don't... Are you telling me that you don't want me to look at this one? Because I think... Who was it? Well, I should chill, man. Are you telling me you don't want me to look at this one? If you don't want me to look at this one, I'll look at the updated one later. Is that what you're telling me? Or nah? Okay, I'm gonna move on to Spongy. You're taking too long. Not this one? Okay. Alright, I'll ignore it then. You've done a better one. Okay, I'll take a look at that one in a second then. Sponge! Where's Sponge? Sponge man. Sponge man, Sponge man, Sponge man. Sponge man, Sponge man, Sponge man. Alright. Okay, I want to clarify again. I'm just looking at the ones from last stream I missed, so I can delete this thread, okay? Then we'll get onto these 2, okay, guys? So if you want me to look at these 2 threads, I'll do it after. Anyway. Haha, I didn't see this. Okay. Here's an attempt at making a semi-realistic and also an extended version of the track list. I tried to make have a slight spread of tracks across the series. Lacking Wii, as there's too many good tracks, but Nintendo remade a lot of them. List has made me realize a lot of N64 tracks suck. True! Too many track themes are missing like... Too many track themes, I'm missing like 20 themes. Does the Family Square count as a B track? Nah, I'd say it's more. It's more Suburbia. DS Simp, no ER because I expect it's going to be in the BCP. Not really ordered by cup type. I don't fucking know the Mario Kart type order. I'm stupid. I'm sorry in advance. Also, Wall of Text. You don't need to apologize, Sponge. You never need to apologize. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what you've done. So we got Sponge. Okay, you got another. Okay, nice. All right. So what is your first set? Oh, Sponge, what are you doing, lad? I can't, Sponge. Sponge, I was rooting for you, Sponge, and you put Mushroom City in the shell cup. What is Sponge? Sponge man. Oh my lad. Oh lad, he's messed it up. Oh lad, he's goofed it. Sponge man, Ice Cone, what have you done? What have you done, lad? Mario Raceway as well. Sunset Wild Stupid Game. Oh no! Spongy, what have you done? This is no. My Nuts Itch Cup has Stelfino Square, Parliament Coast, Streets again in Lakeside Park, Ghost Valley, Stacy Studios at Bowser Castle, Sherberland, it's like a bizarre Clouds of Cruise Rainbow Road. And then what? SpongeBob and Sonic come out of nowhere. Hey, I'm SpongeBob SquarePants, and I'm Antonio Last. You like no one cups? Here's Sonic with more information. Kill yourself. Yes, Nintendo. Good job. The Pokemon Home update is not coming, Cup. Baby Park, Luigi's Mansion, Yoshi's Island, Mount Wario, and then the Grand Slam Cup is Bowser Castle 3, Airship Fortress, Ninja Hideaway, and Rainbow Road GCN. You know what, Spongy? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you, Spongy, ping me in the Discord when you've like. I like this tier list. I like what you've done. I like Spongy's always a bit funny, but I don't want to rate this like actually because you need to fix this up. But okay, let's rate in terms of my personal. I'm not gonna do Nintendo realism. That's out the window. Okay, but my personal track list. Let's do that. Would I be happy if these were the tracks? How about that? Raceway is a pretty good circuit track, to be fair. I'd say second best, along with Luigi circuit. Sunset Wilds is due for a remake. I would be happy if they did good things to it. Cooper Cape is no longer my Cooper Cape, so get it out of here. City's good, Square's good, Cove, I don't know if it's good. Spooky Canyon is I think is quite underrated. Is an underrated retro pick, I would say. I actually think it deserves to be remade as a Shell Cup retro. I don't know why it's not in the Sagonma Cup. Lakeside Park again, due for a remake. Ghost Valley 3, hasn't this been? No, it hasn't. I think it was Ghost Valley. There was a Ghost Valley in Wii. Which one was it? I don't think it's been 3. I think 3 is a decent shout. If you're gonna go for your obligatory SNES rep, I think Ghost Valley 3 is a decent shout. Decent shout, honestly. Dredger Ruins. A good one of the few good desert tracks. You got 2 in the game technically, but I'll allow it because I like Sunset Wilds and Dredger Ruins. Daisy Cruiser, I don't understand the love for Daisy Cruiser. DS Bowser Castle is a fixer-upper. I think it could be done quite nicely. We'll see if it has. Sherberland's a fucking joke, and then these 3 are amazing. Let's see if I know you got some classic tracks down here, which I think I'd enjoy all of them. If BC3 is as good as everyone says because of Tor, then I like all of these. You know, Spongy's done a good job of picking the ones I like. I think down here you've got banger after banger, except GCN Rainbow Road. Well, you've got 7 out of 8 bangers down there, and you've got Sherberland sucks, Cruiser's overrated, Cove I don't know, Cooper Cape is not my Cooper Cape. So overall, I think you've done more good than bad, way more good than bad. You know, in terms of track selection, Sponge, I give it a sponge out of 10. Well done, Spongy. Okay, who else? Who else is here that I've not? I think Onyxify. I didn't look at yours, did I? Who else is pinned? Let me unpin Spongy so I don't lose track. It was. Who's I looking at next? Fuck, I already lost track of. It was Onyxify's here. I'm gonna look at Onyxify. Onyxify! Is that you say your name? I think that's how you say your name. Discord Booster. Discord Booster. Let's see if your Booster Retro Cup pass thingamajig. 8 cups? Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 8 cups? What do you think this is? Old Nintendo? What do you think this is? A company that cares? What do you think this is? Fucking old Reggie's Nintendo? What do you think this is? Awata's Nintendo? What do you think this is? My Nintendo? Get him out of here. What did you oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, figure 8 circuit. Okay, Onyxify. Alright. I'm just gonna pretend you didn't put that in until you give me an explanation for what the heck you were thinking. GCN Luigi Circuit is like sitting right there. It's sitting right there, like right there, on its phone, just chilling, watching videos, and you're just like, you know what? I'm not gonna take the chill Luigi Circuit watching videos on his phone right there. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take Figure of 8 Circuit. I'm a DS simp. Well, and you're not an Onyxify, but I'm going to pretend you are. Who cares? I don't care. I don't care if you're a DS simp. The Figure 8 Circuit was shit. Mario Kart DS was mid. The test of time is going to prove that DS was shit. 7 is different, and I can't wait for all of you DS simps to fall off the wayside. There, got him. Fucking got him. Destroyed with facts and logic. The rest, I don't know what Bowser Castle 2 is doing. I think Bowser Castle 2 is a decent shout. In the Shell Cup though, like, okay, the scale, I'm looking at, I tend not to look ahead, but fuck, man, the scaling is off. The scaling is, what is going on here? What is okay, the sound is off. Okay, guys, since Onyxify has their sound off, I need you to, like, yell, like, pretend like I just said the most outlandish thing. So, like, let's just gaslight Onyxify in the chat, okay? I'm gonna, like, make some, like, big expressions, like I'm just saying something utterly ridiculous. Like, I can't what? Moonview I'm gonna zoom in on, like, Moonview Highway and, like, pretend like I'm going crazy. Whose idea was that? Oh my god, Moonview. It's insane, isn't it? It's insane, chat. This is crazy. I can't believe Onyxify would do it. I'm not looking at this. I'm not like, get him out of here. Send him home. Send him. I can't say this. Shut up, Sponge. There's too many cups. The scaling is just, what is going on here, though? I don't think you've paid attention to what's going on. I can't believe it. Get. I'm not looking at this anymore. Let's just move on. We gaslit him. Anyway, is there anyone else that I was missing? Is Landon here? Have we got Landon? Is Landon in the house? Remember fucking what? Wacko was yelling at me last stream. He was yelling at me so hard. Is he here? Okay, let's move on to your updates. Let's see the updates. Okay, Akumpo. You know, I'll do it first since I'm nice. I'm feeling nice. Okay. This is your updated one. Again, you've gone with 8 cups. What do you think this is? Old Nintendo? What do you think this is? Cool Nintendo? Don't explain, chat. Don't explain. Don't explain to Onyxify. There we go. Koopa Troopa Beach, Shy Guy Bazaar, Spooky Canyon, Toad's Factory. Okay. Amazing start, I would say. Baby Park, Mario Circuit Wii. Luigi's Mansion, Dolphin Shoals. Okay. Bowser Castle 3, Mushroom City. So 4 DLCs. So what? Your base game is going to have these. Okay. So this is your base game. Got it. So I got Luigi's Mansion, Dolphin Shoals. BC3, Mushroom City, Dry Rose, Mute City, Ninja Hideaway, Airship Fortress, Mount Wario, Rainbow Road. Oh my god. Lord, what a set. Have you got all the bases covered though? That's the important thing. You got beach track? Have you got circuit track? Where's your circuit track? Excuse me, Mr. Akumpo. Excuse me. In your oh, you do have a circuit. I missed it. There's your circuit track. Ice, Mount Wario, and then beach. Dolphin Shoals. Okay. This one's I just ignored Mount Wario because I forgot about Mount Wario. I forgot Mario Circle was a stage, so because it's so aggressively mid. But there's no tour. If I'm gonna this might be unpopular, guys. If I'm gonna there's very little tour representation here. I know. There's very little tour. You got Ninja Hideaway. Where's Yosh? Where you're gonna save Yosh for the DLC? Yosh is not even in the DLC. Yosh is not even in the DLC. I can't believe this. You only got Ninja Hideaway and no Yosh. They're supposed to be together. But this is stacked. Are you kidding me? This is stacked. All of these tracks are like can possibly be remade as well. Oh my god. If this was basic, are you telling me if this is base game 8, like 9, this is an amazing set of 16. Are you kidding me? Like the scaling is really good as well. I really like the scaling too. I think the scaling is really good. I can't think of anything that like I'd swap. Like not like if I'm being really nitpicky. Actually, I can't even be really nitpicky. I think this is really well scaled. And there's only one stinker, which for me is Mario Circuit, so there has to be a stinker. Koopa Troopa Beach. Oh my god, base game. Your scaling is amazing. Let's see. So you got the DLC. This is DLC, okay? So, but if this is your base 16, what's up?
Did you make rush food?
I got food, yeah.
Holy.
When you went out. One sec, chap.
Holy.
Yeah, if this is base game 8, like the scaling is good, so you've covered all the bases, there's no like repeating games. Guys, I think as a set of 16, I think this might get a perfect 10 from me. I think this might get a perfect 10. Honestly. This is so well done. I could see this happening. Amazing stuff. Amazing. Honestly, well done. But what do I think though? What do I think of this? If this is my Mario Kart 9, how happy would I be? You've got what? 2 stinkers basically. You got Mario Circle, which I don't ever want to see again, and then you've got Koopa Troopa Beach, which is Koopa Troopa Beach. It's an N64 stage. They all kind of suck. But other than that, I'm happy to see every single one of these come back again. Luigi's Mansion is the only one that's a bit sus. because it was in 7. Same with Airship Fortress, it was also in 7, but that's fine. I'll let it slide. 7 is like the weird zone, so I'll let it slide. El Baby Park. El Baby Park's a massive W as far as I'm concerned. Whether you rate this all depends on how you think of Baby Park. Baby Park's a massive W and always will be. It was an 8, but I think it's got enough charm to come back again. So I'm going to give this a perfect 10 for realism, and I'm going to give it a 10. This is a perfect 10. But does your DLC... What about your DLCs, though? What about your DLCs? You got Woohoo Loop, Warrior Stadium. Boo! Warrior Stadium. Boo! Boo! Warrior Stadium. Boo! Disgusting. Wee Rainbow Road, Superbell Subway, Shipyard Lakeside, Coliseum, Moonview, Vancouver, Delfino, Bowser Castle, Cloud Top, Cheap Cheap, Rosaline Ice World, Electrodrome, Daisy Cruiser, Warrior Stadium, Woohoo Loop. So I'm guessing what? Is it going to be like 8 cups per DLC, just like in 8? If this was like Wave 1, like these 8 stages, you got what? Cloud Top, Bowser, Electrodrome, Cheap Cheap, Woohoo, Obligatory Stinker. And then in this DLC set, you've got what? Delfino, Vancouver, Moonview, Wario. You got your obligatory 1 stinker. You know what? Well done. Well done. You earned the badge of honor, Akumpo. That's a very good set of stages. And if you need to go to Nintendo right now and submit this to them. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. I think that's what you should do, and call it a day. Right. Who's new here? Who's new here? We've got a couple of new ones. All right. We've got a couple of new ones. A couple of updated ones. What? Wario Stadium? All right. Someone's car alarm's going. Someone's car's getting stolen back there. Can someone deal with that? Right, so this is Josh's updated one. Josh, are you here? Unknown, man. Unknown. Actually, no, Wacko is here. Wacko. Let's have a look at Wacko's real quick. I think this is the last one I'm going to look at on this old one. Wacko. Nerdly Wacko. Oh my God, you were yelling at me. You were so angry with me last stream. You were fuming. You were fuming with me. You were so upset that I never saw your list. So you know what? Let's have a look, guys. Should we have a look? Can we update yours? Yeah, you can update yours. So let's have a look. What's your shell? Daisy Hills, Luigi Raceway, Sweet Sweet Canyon, Wee Toad Factory. Really? Luigi Raceway? So you're gonna take a raceway that was already remade in 7 and remake it again? And also, yeah, raceways tend to start the cup. So I don't know why you went with the creative decision to swap hills and raceway. When usually, generally, the circuit / raceways tend to be first. You do that to be like cool and edgy. But I like the Sweet Sweet Canyon pick and I like the Toad Factory pick. I don't know why you've gone with Luigi Raceway though. Could have gone with Luigi. GameCube is right there, chat. GameCube is right there. SNES, Bowser Castle 2, Twisted Mansion, Alpine Pass, GCN, Mario Circuit. Okay. All right. Starting with the Bowser Castle is a bit odd. Instead of you got Mario Circuit right there to start with as well, but decided against it. Okay. DK Pass, Cheap Cheap Island, Shipyard Falls. Shy Guy Falls at the end of Leaf Cup, and you've got Shipyard and Pass right there, which are both harder. And then Cheap Cheap Island that's here as well. When I don't think it's Leaf Cup worthy personally, but. Okay. You stick the landing with the lightning. Bone Dry, Moonview, Marka Woohoo, Bowser's Castle. He has decided to omit going for another Rainbow Road, which is odd. There's a lot of weird creative decisions that he's made with this. Now I would like to know, Wacko. First question number 1. Luigi Raceway is not the start. It's Daisy Hills instead. That's question number 1. Question number 2. Alpine Pass has already been remade in the BCP, and yet it's here. Why? Mario Circuit is at the end of the cup, when it's usually end on a Bowser Castle, but okay, why? Then you got Cheap Cheap Island, which I think is a bit too easy for Leaf, but sure, I'll leave you there. But then you put Shy Guy Falls at the end, which I think was Shy Guy Falls was a Flower Cup stage, right? But you put at the end of Leaf. And then you've gone with no Rainbow Road. These are a bunch of questions that you need to answer. But have you covered? Okay, have you got all the games? Did you cover all the games? That's the question. And you also do not have any tour representation here. You have decided to omit Mario Kart Tour. I don't know about this one, Chief. Chief. This cup, I'd say the scaling is a bit weird on this one. This one, the scaling's a bit weird again. This one, I think... This one is fine, I would say. This cup's fine. Fine-ish. But yeah, Wacko, you gotta explain yourself, man. I don't know. It's the middle. It's the middle part. To be at 8 shell cup, starts with Moo Meadows, then goes to Morris. Okay, you know, fair. See, Georgie's like playing the role of Saul here, you know, playing defense. You got a good lawyer there, Wacko. You got a very good lawyer. Very good lawyer. But yeah, I think it's these middle 2 cups where you like lose me in terms of like the scaling. Like Mario Circus at the end, but Bowser Castle you start with. I don't know. I just don't see Nintendo generally tend not to do that sort of thing. And then you've got Shagger Falls at the end here when I think Shipyard is a bit harder. So the scaling is off. There's no tour representative. You've decided to go against a second Rainbow Road, which I don't think there's a trend of them doing a second Rainbow Road in the retros. But so, like, I'm not going to mark you down for that in terms of realism. I could see them not doing that. But I think this middle bit is where you lose me in terms of scaling. And some of the choices as well. Alpine Pass has already been done in the BCP. It's not coming back. Definitely not. You've got DK Pass that was in 7. It's in the weird grey area. You've also got anything else? No, that's it. Those are the only 2. Yeah, it's the middle bit where like you lose me, Wacko. I chose all these because I produced an alternate timeline if I chose the retro selections for each game. I don't know what this means. Is this English? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But I'm gonna give this again. The starts off okay, ends fair enough. Middle bit loses me. You got some stages here that probably shouldn't be. I'll give it a 6.5. I give it a 6.5. Have you got... Actually, do you have all the themes covered? You have ice. You have circuit. Do you have beach? You have beach. And you have... What was the other one? Ice, circuit, beach, desert. Bone Dread. Okay, so you have all the themes covered. I give it a 6.5. So you mean you're not taking past game retro tracks into account? No. Well, I mean, well then what's the... That's a bit silly then, isn't it? The whole point of me going into realism is okay. Well, then what's the point of okay? Oh, I should have just saved my. I should have just read that and saved myself some time. But if we're going by, if I think this is a good choice, Toad Factory carrying the Shell Cup. I'm gonna say I'm not. This banana cup is an absolute dud. I'm gonna be honest, chat. Alpine Pass with the modern day physics just doesn't hit the same. Twisted Mansion is mid in 8, and it's going to be even worse here. SNES Bowser Castle 2, I guess they could remake it well, but like I don't know, Chief. I'm not like excited. And then Mario Circuit GCN is like, okay, well done. You got two circuit tracks for some fucking reason. I'm like, okay. This cup as well is a bit of a dud, if I'm being honest. The only one I'm even excited for is Shipyard, because Shipyard's kind of fun. This one, it's just Bowser Castle Mako. Oh my lords. In terms of like my own... If this was Mario Kart 9, this would be like a fucking 2. This is a 2. 2 circuits but no RR. Who let this man cook? Please never work at Nintendo again. Alright, okay, I'm deleting this thread now. I don't care anymore. Alright. Those are all gone. They're all lost to time. Okay, let's have a look at the updated ones. We'll look at a couple of updated, a couple of new ones, and then we'll end it. All right, Josh, let's start with Josh. Josh, this was your old one that we looked at last time, and I think I ended up saying that there was a bit too much of a tour Andy, personally, a bit too much of a tour Andy. So as far as you had Amsterdam Drift, you had New York Minute, Athens Dash, Singapore Speedway, a bit too much, and then I think you had Yoshi's Island as well in there somewhere. I think, did you? Okay, I must be misremembered. Way too many tall cities. That was my big contention. The scaling was really weird. You did go with Wee Rainbow Road at the end, though. You had no circuit. It was a big miss. It was a big miss. Oh, you've done everything's an individual image. Okay, now. All right, but have you fixed the scaling? Oh my lord. Okay. My man had another chance to do it again, and he puts shell, mushroom city and shell. I gave him another chance. To do it again, and he done goofed it. All right, you know what? I'm not rating it in terms of realism. If you don't care, then I don't care neither. Let's move on. Toad Duck. Okay, let's do this Toad Duck. What did you have for us? Was this your old one? This was your old one. Toad Duck, this was your old one. I think I quite liked this one. You had Luigi Circuit, the definitive. This shell cut was pretty banging. You had Koopa Troopa Beach and Donut Plains 2, which are obligatory nod to N64 and SNES, which we guess we have to nowadays. I remember liking all of this. I remember this one being quite nice. I remember this one being nice. How did you make it even better? First, you graphic design is your passion, and secondly, you did the thing where you put it all onto one image instead of making all clickable images. Thank you. It saves me so much time. So you kept the shell the same. The shell's entirely the same. Amazing. This cup. So you went with Donut Plains, Koopa Troopa, Delfino, Broken Pier. Donut Plains, Cheap. Hang on. Cheap instead of Koopa Troopa. You changed the beach. Okay. Delfino Square, Piranha Plant Cove. So you decided to get rid of Broken Pier, which I think didn't fit the banana. I think one of my criticisms must have been that Broken Pier being here was a bit questionable. But you decided to replace it with like another water theme, like water slide. Would you class Piranha Plant as a beach track? I feel like Piranha Plant Cove, is it just like underwater? I feel like Cheap Beach and Piranha Plant Cove maybe share a bit too much theming. Maybe just a tad. But then in Leaf, originally you had Daisy, Cove. You had Cove up here. Colosseum and Marco Woohoo. So instead of going with Daisy, Electrodrome, Airship Fortress, Marco Woohoo, which I quite like that. Underwater Ruins. Okay, I'll let you go over there then. I would say that like if they're gonna remake Choo Choo Island, there's no way they don't like add underwater elements to it. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And then you've got, in the last one, you had Dry Ruins, Cloud Top, Bowser Castle, Rainbow, a very strong lightning cup. Banshee, Dry, Bowser Castle, Rainbow Road. I'm guessing you kept Banshee because you needed N64 rep. Because as far as I'm concerned, the fact that Cloud Top Cruise is gone now, oh man, oh jeez, Rick. Oh jeez, oh no. Mushroom City's easy though, skill issue. Okay, I'm not gonna, that's bait. Read your notes. Okay, so I think this cup was so good. I can't believe Banshee's there. I can't believe Banshee's taken Cloud Top's spot. What are your notes? I was thinking of DLC there. Okay, Shell Cup starts off with not really too difficult with a moderate difficulty map. Yeah, okay, fair. Banana has a SNES map. If I didn't have to pick one, I'd go with Toad Harbor based. Starts off calm, ends with a banger. PP Cove has 3 different variants, like the cities, hence why it ends the cup. Okay, all right, okay. Leaf starts off kicking up the difficulty. Makawu is a nice ending towards this pretty difficult cup. Club is still there. Yeah, but like I have to pay for it? Or I have to play the game to get it? I don't want to play games to get my cups, okay? I just want them to be there, all right? I just want them to be there. I'm lazy. I don't want to have to play the game to unlock stuff. And they got Lightning, which might seem like an odd choice to start off with. Hang on. With what, Banshee? Yeah, Banshee. I like the track and its remake potential, but I had to go with an N64 map and a Ghost map. The rest is really good. One with the calmer but underrated Rainbow Roads. Okay. So as a base game, or as a, set of 4, just let me pay money so I don't have to play the game. Fuck playing the game. If this was my base game 9, you got your obligatory stinker in there, which is Banshee Boardwalk. It has remake potential, but like it's still a bit of a stinker. Donut Plains 2, which is definitely going to be a stinker, but I think the rest of them are pretty solid. You scaled it quite nicely. I think you've got all the themes in there. Someone in the chat check, I'm being lazy. There has to be what? Circuit, beach, fucking all the other ones I already forgot. You got the Rainbow Road. I guess in some of the other themes, ice was another one, and desert. Do you have a desert? Where's your desert? Where is Toad Duck, lads? Oh no. Oh, he's got a desert right there. Okay, I'm blind. I was just tricking you. And then DLC, so you complete every cup in 150cc. You unlock Lakeside Park, Rosalie Ice World, Moonview Highway, Wario Coliseum. I think that's a strong cup. That's a very strong cup. And then complete everything in 200. You got Ninja Hideaway, Cloudtop Cruise, BC4, Rainbow Road, GCN. Okay, all right. You got the ice. You got the ice covered in there. I like this cup a lot. Your scaling is all good. You've got all the themes. Two rainbow roads, Jeremy. That's crazy. That's insane. I like this a lot. If this was my Mario Kart 9, I'd be very happy. I just can't see Desert Ruins, I guess. Or what do you mean? Dry Ruins? I think I could see this being remade. You put notes for that. You did. Mookip starts off good. It's probably the easier track. Some might say Booview Ballway, including me, might like it. Haha. Spiny Cup is the difficult stuff. Hideaway is difficult to start. GCM Rainbow is the best gaming music I've ever heard and its journey from the start to end. If they scale it a bit smaller, it makes the good ending to a base game of 9. Okay, so you scale it to be a bit smaller. Okay, that's good. That's good. I mean, you didn't see it anyway? Oh, got it. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Let me know what you think of the list and the graphics in stream. Where I was making fun. I like this. I actually like this a lot. I like this a lot. You still clip Crowdtop Cruise, so my one criticism with your lightning is fine. I think it scales very well. You've got a good mix of themes. You've made them unlockable instead of having to pay with DLC. Which, to be honest, I think Nintendo aren't going to do. This is modern day Nintendo we're talking about, okay? They're gonna charge you up the wazoo. Booster course Mario Kart 9, you know what I'm saying? You have to pay $7 for one cup, you know? I like this a lot. In terms of like realism, again, scaling's good, themes are good, I'd give it a 9. Would I be happy with this? Would I be happy? How many stinkers have you dropped here? Donut Plains 2, but obviously SNES, but it's still a stinker, I don't care. Booview Ballway, obviously. And that's it. Those are the only 2 stinkers you've got. You have to have a couple of stinkers, but you haven't got too many. If I saw this, I would be very happy. And I would say it's also a 9. I'm going to give it a 9.5 as well, actually. 9.5 is right in the book, Toad Duck. Good job. Right. Newcomer. Where's Helmer? It's Helmer. Oh, yes. Helmer. You've got 5 cups. 5 cups. Okay. Luigi Circuit, Toad Harbor in Shell? I just don't see that. Shy Guy Bazaar, Toad Factory. If Toad Harbor was at the end, then maybe. But you've also doubled up on the Toad. You've doubled up on the Toad. 2 Toads instead of 1. I can't believe this. It's a Toad Cup, isn't it? Just put Toad Circuit in there. Put Toad Circuit, Toad Harbor, Toad Turnpike, Toad Factory. Let's see. Daisy Cruiser, Delfino Square, Luigi's Mansion, Mario Race with 2 circuits. You guys don't have to have 2 circuits, you know, I'm just saying, you don't have to have 2 circuits. You don't have to have 2 circuits. What's up, Hirota? Are you cooking? Is this yours I'm looking at? It's not yours, is it? No, it's Helmer's. I thought it was yours. I don't know, are you cooking? I don't know, you tell me. Daisy Circuit, Super Belt, City Fortress, okay. And then you got Lakeside, Piranha Plant Slide. Piranha Plant... No. Piranha Plant Slide was already in 8. It is not coming back again. It's not coming back again. Come on. Bowser Castle, Rainbow Road. And then you got Toad Circuit Cup. Toad Circuit... Okay, he's just trolling. Okay. Alright, so I'm guessing your 5th cup is a troll cup. So these are your 4 cups. Alright, tell me when it's done, Hiroto. Okay, in terms of this, Toad Harbor just wouldn't be there, I don't think. You could literally just swap this for Luigi's Mansion, and I think you're safe. You're safe on the theming and the game representation. Yeah, you've got 2 DS in one. You've got 2 DS tracks in 1 cup as well, which is pretty sus. You've also got no desert track. Unless I'm blind. No, you do. You have desert. Okay. You don't have any. You don't have a single ice track. And then on top, you got double daisies, which seems to be a big theme. Double toads, Piranha Plant Slide, Bowser Castle N64's reared its ugly head in again. And then on top of that, you have 2 circuit tracks. Helmer. Oh, Helmer. Not your best showing. Not your best showing. The scaling's off. The track list is off. Too many tracks that have already been recently remade. I'm going to give this a 4. And then as for would I be happy with these 16? Toad Harbor, but this cup slaps 100%. Cruiser doesn't count as beach. There's no way. You got these two. Mansion and Square are dope. So that's 6 tracks. Super Bell Subway. This cup is good, except Daisy Circle, I don't really care. So you've got what? 6, 11, 12, 13, 14. You got 14. 14, really? I have 16? Damn, bro. That's crazy. That's good. NC4 Bowser Castle, what are you doing here, lad? You shouldn't be here. Daisy Cruiser's kind of mid. Circuit's kind of overrated. Raceway shouldn't be here neither. So you got like 5 that, like, personally I just don't ever want to play again. 5 that I don't want to play again, and the rest are pretty based. I would say if this was my Mario Kart 9, Bowser Castle's NC2 underrated? Nah, it's kind of mid. Other than the Thwomp that's stuck in jail, gay baby jail, nah, I'm okay. I'd give, if this was my personal Mario, if this was my Mario Kart 9, ignoring the Toad Circuit Cup, obviously, I'd give this a 7. 7. I'd give it a 7, I think. Too many stinkers to be higher than a 7. I'd leave it at that. And then Planty. Graphic design is his passion. I love the graphics, guys. I've really brought out the graphic designers in my community. Make me some graphics, why don't you? Oh my. Okay, Mario Kart 9. So let's see what you started with. You started with Thwomp Ruins, Cheap Lagoon, Peach Beach, Toad Factory. 2 beaches in the same cup, and you also start with Thwomp Ruins, which I would say is the second hardest there. Like, if you're gonna start with one of them, it has to be Peach Beach. But going Peach Beach into Cheap Lagoon, bruv, even in the same cup, that's a bit wild. I'll just have you. That's a bit wild. That is a bit wild. I just don't see Thwomp Ruins being the top of Shell. I just don't see that. It'd be Peach Beach for sure. Koopa Troopa Beach, another bit. What the hell? Oh my lord. My man is having a beach episode. Jeez. Bay Park, Delfino Square, Shy Guy Falls. Remix Vanilla Lake 1, I don't know what that means. Torandis can explain. Waluigi Pinball, which has already been done in the BCP. Luigi Circuit GBA, underrated gem. Shy Guy Bazaar, definitely should not be here, that's for sure. Definitely should not be here. Electrodrome, Mushroom City, Bowser Castle, Rainbow Road. You can never go wrong with the final cup. You never can. And this tier list, this retro pick is also the same. You've not messed up that one. It's just, what have you done back here, lads? What have you done back here? What have you done back here? Oh my lord, this is a bit of a mess. 2 beaches in the same cup. Have you covered all the themes? I'm guessing your DLC covers all the themes as well, I'm guessing. Remix tracks on the SNES themes with a palatable layout. Got it. Thank you. So this isn't just like a boring square. Got it. At least Tor's done something. Maybe Tor's not that bad. You guys maybe rag on Tor a bit much. And then for your DLC cups. So am I paying $5 for 8 tracks? Is that how this works? Is this how this works? So, for $5, I can get Daisy Cruiser, Luigi's Mansion, Rosalina Ice Court, and Moonview Highway. I can also get Piranha Plant Cove, Dry Ruins, Dino Jungle, and Yoshi's Island. So, if we're talking this set of 8, you've got, I like Ruins, I like Yoshi's Island, and that's kind of it. The rest of them are just like, whoa. And then you've got DLC Cups 2, these 8. Well, $5 a pop. Daisy Circuit, Warrior Shipyard, Broken Pier, Sunshine Airport, Airship Fortress, Marco Woohoo, Mount Warrior, and Wii, if you guys can't see that, it is Wii Rainbow Road. Good choice on the Wii there. Personally, if this is my DLC, I'm just sticking with the base game, if I'm being honest. Like in this set of DLC, I've just got literally got Yoshi. I'm buying this just for Yoshi. Excuse me. You just got Yoshi's Island, and then in the second set, Mount Warrior and Rainbow Road are being held hostage, and Airship Fortress, and Marco Woohoo, and Broken Beer. So the second set are better, I would say. I'd buy Spiny Shell and Moon Cup DLC, but Egg Cup and Bell Cup, you guys can I'm not buying that. Okay, someone else can buy that for me. Thank you. But if we're talking, so this is your base game. This is your base game. Again, 3 beaches. Have you got you've obviously got beach covered, you've got ice covered, you've got desert. Have you got desert covered in the base game? You do. And then you've got circuit. Have you got a circuit track? He does not have a circuit track in the base game. Ooh, tough. And nor do you have it in the DLC. So you've even in your, what's this? Is this a new one? This is a new one. You had a chance to remix this as well, Planty man. You've remixed this, and he still didn't include a circuit. I can't believe this. Oh, Luigi Circuit. Okay, thank you. Luigi Circuit's right there. I forgot about Luigi Circuit, just like you guys. I was just testing to see if you guys are watching. That's my theory. The scaling, there's too many. There's too many beaches. What do you say, Planty man? What do you say about these beaches? There are too many beaches. What are the beaches doing here? This cup is fine. Shaga Bazaar shouldn't be here as well. No base game ice. You got no. See, you're checking to see if I'm reading. Vanilla Lake's right there. See, you're testing me now. I appreciate that. I'm good. I'm here. But yeah, the Shaga Bazaar. I don't know what that's doing. Especially at the bottom of Leaf as well. No base desert. You're testing me again. But yeah, the scaling's definitely a bit off. Honestly, didn't think about the beach, so I could remix that a bit. Yeah, I think it definitely, like, especially two beaches right next to each other as well. Like, it's not even once per cup. It's like two, and then they hit you with the third one. Will he beat the beach allegations? I don't think he will. My guy is not surviving the beach allegations. Realism. Scaling's a bit weird in the middle here. Too many beaches. Base game doesn't cover all the bases. Actually, it does. I can't read, evidently. I'd give it 7. There's too many beaches. There's too many beaches to lower it. There's some really good tracks that I like, but too many beaches. My guy lives in LA. I don't get it. Too many. DLC. Don't even talk to me about the DLC. Hopefully this is the correct play. You're fine, don't worry. I am not the gamer. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, no. What has he done? What has he done, guys? Oh, no. Oh, my God. No way. What has he done? Already he started. Who let this man in the kitchen? Someone let this man in the kitchen, and he cooked us up Mario Circuit 1. Oh my God. The alarms have been sounded. Everyone go to your bunkers. Everyone go to the airbase shelters. For some reason, my man's like, Mario Circuit 1, fam. Let's go. Damn. But the rest of the cup is solid, though. That's the weird part. The rest of the cup is amazing. Daisy Hill, Sweet Sweet Canyon, that's great. That is great. Why did you start with Mario Circuit 1? I'm guessing I'm guessing you really wanted to just get his obligatory, SNES pick really out of the way. It covers SNES. It covers Circuit. You can move on to more interesting things. There is this definite nostalgia. Okay, chat, hands up in the chat. Oh, are we done? Are we running out of time? Oh, we're all out of time, chat. Okay, I'll leave it to you, chat. Should we play some? Okay, I'll poll the chat. Actually, chat. We're out of time. Do we review more or play MK8? I'll leave it to you guys. MK8. More lists. So I'll finish off this one and then we'll do whatever the chat wants. I'll leave it to you. There you go. Okay. Vote. So it's up to you. What do you want? Okay, so yeah, Mario Circuit 1. I don't know what you're playing at here. Man. Banan, you've got Cheap Island. Okay, Bridge instead of City. Odd choice. Sunshine Airport, which is a fan favorite apparently. A lot of people like this, but I don't. And Wario Stadium, the only track not to get remade from N64. Kind of mid though. I'm gonna stop reviewing mid-tier. Yeah, okay, we're gonna stop reviewing mid-tier list. Okay, guys, we're gonna stop. Just like the gamer said, we're gonna stop right in the middle of this. Let's move on to the next one. Misty, I agree. Why MC1 instead of Mario Circuit 3? Can someone do me a favor? Can someone post that GIF? Can someone post that Mario Circuit 3 GIF in the Discord, please? I need that. I need that right now. Relief Cup, you got Rosie and Ice World, Dredger Ruins, Airship Fortress, Yoshi Island. Yoshi Island at the end, though? I don't know, man. At the end? I think you could just do. I think you can swap these around, and this is a good card. I think I do Yoshi's Island, Dredger Ruins, Ice World, Airship Fortress. That's what I do. I think Yoshi's Island, I don't think bottom of the leaf is a bit weird. Lightning, Super Bell, Banshee, Bowser, Rainbow. You can never miss with the lightning. You can never miss. But I just need to know, what was the creative decision behind Circuit 1? What is going on? You're done cooking? What did you cook up? What did you cook up? I don't know, MC1 is easier and MC3 has been remade to death. It's a weird choice. But no voice crack this time, but I can see this better than I see F8C. Like, if you told me, is it F8C or is it MC1 SNES? I'm going with MC1, hands down. Hands down. 100%. 100%. You post the GIF. Yeah, Mario's so good. You didn't have to cut me off. Just do the song, you know. You didn't have to cut me off. That's how that is right there. I could see it though. I don't know about you, chat, but I actually see it. I actually see it. It's the obligatory SNES chat. It's the obligatory circuit track. It hasn't been remade yet. We're not counting DS. DS doesn't count. So it fits 3 criteria. It's a good track to start with. I think it works. I actually think it works. You know, the more I think about it, it was weird to start with. But the more I think about it, the more it works. Are we doing more tier lists? I see the vote. We're doing more? Okay, we're doing more. I'll put another half an hour on the timer. There we go. Let's cook a meal. All right. I can see it though. I can definitely see it. Like I said, I think I can see it. Now that I'm looking at it, I can see it. Where's the entire gift from Mario Circuit 3? You know why? Because it's been in way too many games. Public Square. All right, Hiroto. All right, Hiroto. Just for you, because I like you a bit. Oh, he cooked. He cooked us up some Lasaga. Is this Lasaga? Could you save me up some, please? Could you do that? Is that possible? Save some for the rest of us. I'm starving. Thank you very much. And also, Planty Boy says 2 NC4 tracks. What confused me? Wario Stadium hasn't been done. Banshee Boardwalk could be fixed up. So while I think it's odd, it's definitely an odd choice. I can still see it. So the game has like gone with some odd picks. But I let him cook, and it turned out to work, I think. It turned out to work. Because you've what? You got a circuit track, you've got a desert track, you've got an ice track, and have you got a beach track? Cheap Island. So you got all 4 bases covered. 1, 2, 3, in a nice L shape here. You got all the stages covered. All of these stages are like due for a remake as well. So you know what? I could see this. This is. I could see this being a retro list. In terms of realism, I'd give it a 9.5. I could definitely see it. Honestly. Actually, no, I'd give it a 9. I think the scaling in this cup is a bit too weird to give a 9.5. I think a 9.2. The scaling on this cup is like really off. But the scaling here is fine. The scaling here is fine. And the scaling here is fine. Just this cup is wild. Like if you reordered this to Yoshi's Island, Dry, Ice World, Airship, that'd be perfect. I think it scales quite nicely. It looks too good. I don't even want to eat it, Hiroto. Take a bite and then send another picture. I give it a 9.2. In terms of me though, do I like this? Mario Circuit 1's L. Sweet Canyon. I actually like Sweet Canyon. I'm gonna say I like Sweet Canyon. You got Toad Circuit. How many do I like? Pog Crazy yet? Toad Factory, Bowser Castle, Super Bell Subway, Yoshi's Island, Airship Fortress, Dry Ruins. And those are the ones I'm going Pog Crazy for. 6 out of 16 are the ones I really like. What are the ones like I'm never playing? I don't think there's a single one here I hate so much I'm not playing. I think even Mario Circuit 1 has a weird utility. Like, it's so short that we're going to just do a quick race. I think even Mario Circuit 1 has enough utility where I'd probably play it. There's a single track here I wouldn't, like, hate enough I wouldn't play. You know? I don't see Yoshi's Island being easier than Dry, but you make a fair point. What do you think, chat? I think Yoshi's Island is easier than Dry, I would say. Yoshi's Island doesn't really have any, like, crazy difficulty, like, things. Whereas, like, with Dry Ruins, you got to contend with the sand, at least. The falling pillars. Like, I would say they're maybe about the same. You know, either or. Okay, I would say Yoshi's Island's easy. I would say Yoshi's Island's I'm tempted to say Yoshi's Island's easier. Like, just not too much easier, but a bit, definitely easier. That's for sure. Either way, Yoshi still doesn't belong at the end, though. It still doesn't belong at the end. It belongs at the beginning. Yoshi is easier than all three of these. I'm saying that with 100% certainty. So, like I said, Yoshi's, Ruins, Ice World, Fortress. Definitely. But yeah, I like this. I like this set a lot. I'm gonna give the only ones I'm like thinking is like you got Bridge instead of City. Cheap Island's a bit of a fixer-upper. You know, would they do a good job? Maybe, maybe not. Banshee Boardwalk again is another fixer-upper. I'll give it a 9. 9's all round. 9. You're calling me. I'm German today, gamers. We're German. Yes. Let's look at another updated one, shall we? Who's updated theirs? CEO of La Saga. Let's look at your updated one. Let's have a look. So, do you have any notes for us? Let me get both of your tier lists up. Let's close every single other fucking list. Jesus, that's too many years. Are these both of them? I think these are both of them. Have you left any? The Dicky XL screenshot is the old. The one I made with the tier list maker is new. Hopefully the new one won't be as painful. I think the new one is considerably more realistic, and unfortunately I'm still Scamuel on YouTube. Okay, Scamuel. So Scamuel's in the chat. You're definitely still here. So this was the old one. Shellcut. Your old shellcut was 3DS Mario Circuit, Delfino Square, Choco Island 1, Toad Factory. Definitely weird on the scale. You put Mario Circuit, this Mario Circuit ahead of Luigi Circuit. Oh no, actually that's Luigi Circuit, my mistake. But I think the 3DS Mario Circuit, maybe, I wouldn't say it should be the very, very beginning. I think that was an odd choice. Do you fix that? No, it's still going with the 3DS Mario Circuit. I can see it being a Shell Cup track, but not the very start. I don't see Mario Circuit 3DS being the very first track you play. I think it should be something a bit more simpler. But, okay, fair. Remix Choco Island. I don't know what that means. I think someone has to link it to me. I know what it means. It's a remix version, but I don't know what it looks like, so I don't know if it fits here. The chat can help me with that one. Luigi's Mansion, Toad Factory. See, I think Mario Circuit... I don't know, really. I just don't think Mario Circuit should be the beginning. I don't know what I'd swap it with. Because... I don't know if Choco Island would fit a first track. Luigi Circuit Mansion definitely doesn't fit the first track, and neither does Toad Factory. So I don't think any of these would fit. Even if I was to reorder this, I don't think anything fits the first stage. So that's what I'm saying. It being at the end would be weird. Yeah, I get you. I get why you haven't done that, but I just don't see it. I don't see 3DS Mario Circuit being at the very beginning. But no, that's a bit odd, but not like crazy bad yet, you know? Banana Cup. GBA Luigi Circuit, Cooper Beach, Sherbetland, Wario Shipyard. You've gone with Cooper Beach ahead of Luigi Circuit. Luigi Circuit definitely is harder, like without a doubt. Like Cooper Beach, you're kind of just going around in a circle. Like I guess the difficulty is avoiding the deep puddles. But GBA Luigi Circuit up here? No. Definitely. And then Wario Shipyard as well. Hang on, how many cups have you got? So even with a 6-cup scaling, Luigi Circuit and Shipyard definitely don't belong here. You kidding me? Those are definitely not banana cup tracks. Definitely not. No way. But Luigi's like Belief. And a Wario I'd put in Moon or Later. And this one is like Leaf or Later. I think these two are fine. You got Sherbetland, you get your obligatory SNES out of the way. Leaf Cup, you're going with Mario Circuit 4. DK Mountain, Super Bell Subway, Airship Fortress. Again, if we're doing a 6-cup scale, I think Super Bell and Airship probably belong in like Moon or Later. A bit difficult. I think what you've done here, which is an easy mistake to make, I don't think you've accounted for like the baby Andys that play Mario Kart 9. I think that's what the difficult part about going for realism is, right? Is because like, while I think this scaling would be fine, because we've all played Mario Kart, we all know how Mario Kart works. As the starting track, Mario Circuit doesn't work. Airship and Super Bell being this high also doesn't work. Shipyard and Luigi Circuit being this high also doesn't work. Do you get what I mean? Like, you also have to like scale it quite nicely. That's what the difficulty about going for realism is. That's a challenge. That you want the tracks you like, you want the tracks that are compelling, but you also want it to scale nicely. And that's the challenge. I think that's what makes this a compelling challenge for everyone. I think a lot of people have already kind of figured it out and kind of gone with some, like, if we look at this one, again, Luigi Circuit, you start with Luigi Circuit, you end with Toad's Factory. I think this is a very nice scaling in the cup, you know? It just doesn't, I don't think it just works here. It goes up towards the middle. Towards the mid. I think if you're going with the 6-cup layout, I think these two are like. But the remakes could change them, and that's why I also put 3DS Mario Circuit on my updated list. But like, I don't think that. Very rarely do they update a cup to make it like substantially easier. Like, what would they change to Mario Circuit 3DS that would make it from a flower cup track that I think should probably come back in banana to the beginning of shell? You know what I mean? I don't see it. Like, there's a lot of things where, like, for example, some of you guys have brought back Banshee Boardwalk. I think that's a shit stage, but I haven't like ranked you poorly in my personal rating because I think it's a fixer-upper. They could add like an underwater section. They could add some like glider mechanics. The bats that fly in the cave, they could make that a bit more compelling. There's a lot they could work with the Banshee Boardwalk, which is why when I'm personally rating them, I don't rate it much lower for Banshee Boardwalk. But with Mario Circuit, even if I'm rating in terms of realism, yeah, they could change it design. But if you don't specify in your like notes what they could change, then I'm led to believe what I would think they'd do, and I just don't think they would do much, especially considering 7 like what they've done in Modern Mario Kart with 7 and 8 is that they changed tracks to fit in with anti-grav, flying, and underwater. So essentially, if they're gonna, let's say Mario Kart 9 also has a new gimmick. Let's say they fucking have like mirror, like the track second lap becomes mirrored all of a sudden or something. Like, how would they update this cup using both anti-grav and the new mechanic to make it easier that it would fit in the beginning of Shell Cup? I just don't think it would happen. You know what I mean? I just don't think it would happen. That's what you're essentially asking me to do. You're essentially asking me to do the head work of thinking, if they added anti-grav and whatever new mechanic 9 adds to this track, does it fit the start of Shell? I'm saying no. That's essentially what I'm doing. Same with Shipyard, same with GBA Luigi Circuit. I think they're intrinsically harder by design, where even if you made them easier with anti-grav and whatever new mechanic, and even in the case of Luigi Circuit, flying and underwater, maybe they might add some, who knows. I just don't see it being in Banan, the start of Banan. I just don't see it happening. It just would not happen. You know, so that's my reasoning. So when I'm like hounding you for like the scaling, like you might think, oh, like the logic of, but they might make it easier in that game, so it makes sense. I don't think that works unless you're gonna tell me, unless you got some like theory, like some game theory as to what they would do. I'm not buying it personally. I'm not buying it. But anyway, let's move on. Mario Circuit 4, DK Mountain, and Super Subway. Like I said, I think these two probably belong a little later, but let's move on. Delfino, and then you got Delfino and Moon. Delfino belongs like up here. I think you just straight swap like Shipyard and then you have 2 3DSs in the same, to be fair. But I think like in terms of scaling, I think Delfino's like a banana leaf. And then Shipyard's like a moon spiny, you know? Electrodrome, I think Electrodrome there is fine. It goes up and then back down again for Moon Cup a little. But would they do that though? That's the question. That's the question. It goes up and then comes back down again for Moon Cup a little. Why? Why do you think they design it like that? If that's what you think they would go for, you have to tell me why. I don't see that happening. Like in every Mario Kart possible, they go for like a nice scaling. Like if there's one thing I could give you, in doing my research, you could see this mostly with 8, with 2 obvious exceptions being Donut Plains 3 and DK Jungle. They are more comfortable putting easier tracks in the harder cups than they are putting harder tracks in the easier cups. I think this trend reigns true for like every retro set. Again, the 2 glaring exceptions are, you know, Donut Plains 3, which is in Banan, despite being a special cup track, and the same with DK Jungle, also being a special cup track, but it's in Banan. But I think both of those are like easy enough design-wise to like warrant being there. So like they tend not to like do that a lot. They tend not to do that. That's what they do to Super Mario design after all. Yeah, but what are we playing Super Mario or are we playing Mario Kart? Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing here, Scamuel? I mean, like... I think Mario Kart design is very, very consistent across all the games. Like they tend to scale it upwards. Like it starts off very relatively baby, then you start introducing some gimmicks, then you get into the big boys. So like, if you're gonna try and fuck with the design, like you gotta have a good reason for it, man. And I don't see it. I'm just not seeing what you're seeing, man. Banshee Boardwalk, Lakeside, Mushroom City, Dragon Driftway, and then Dredger Ruins, Ninja Hideaway, Bowser Castle, Rainbow. You can't really fuck up Lightning, to be honest, and they didn't fuck it up. But you've also gone with Rainbow Road. You ended up. You didn't end with a Rainbow Road. I think they always end with a Rainbow Road. We've never gotten this big selection before. Yeah, but okay. That is true. See, I think Scamuel is trying his absolute. He's fighting so hard in my chat. I respect it. I respect you dying on this hill, but I'm afraid you're just gonna die because. And I have someone whose example I can show you. I think I deleted it though, unfortunately, because I deleted the old thread. But Boss Guy in his set of 6, he split it into 2 down the middle. That's what he did, which I think he sold me on it. He was like, I think, right, with 6, we've never had a 6 before. I think they'd like make it like easy, medium, hard, then easy, like slightly easy, but on the harder side, medium, but on the harder side, then hard on the really harder side. I think that he done a good job selling me on that more than you're selling me on this, because what I'm seeing a rainbow road not at the end of a cup, which is something they don't do, right? So if you're gonna do this, you gotta give me a thesis statement, brother, man. Like, you've gone with some weird choices, some weird scaling, and you've given me no notes to read. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Travel's Cup. That was DLC. I'm not. That was, brother, man. That was DLC. That doesn't count. Okay, that doesn't count. DLC, you're not looking at when it comes to DLC, you're not looking at scaling. You're looking at what they've brought back. Like, when you look at the BCP, am I looking for like, I want them to bring back like 1 easy track, then 1 hard track? No, I just want them to bring back 8 tracks that they've selected. I don't care how hard or easy they are. I just want 8 tracks. So when it comes to DLC, I just don't know, Scamuel, man. You're like, oh, it's looking rough. It's looking rough. Even your old one, like your old one. Hang on, let me look at your old one. The old selection was a harsher divide down the middle. I don't know, man. I just don't buy it. If you're telling me it kind of ramps up, gets easy, and then ramps up again, I don't buy it. I'm not seeing it. I'm not buying it. I'm just not. You're trying to sell me something. I'm just not buying it. You know what I mean? I'm just not buying it, homie. I'm just not buying it. But overall, other than that, I think the scaling is what's really throwing you off here, honestly. Updated Spongy, put in the updated one. I think the Shell Cup, other than Mario Circle, works okay. I think these two just don't really belong here. I don't know. This is all strange. Let me look at it in terms of like, would I be happy with this? I think that's probably easier because I think the realism, we're out the door when it comes to it. I've not been sold when it comes to his choices, what his design philosophy, should I say? Same with Nerdly Wacko. You know, I'm not a fan of his design philosophy. But I know, in terms of would I be happy? A mid Rainbow Road, a good Rainbow Road. So you got one good. How many do I pod crazy at? Dry Ruins, Mushroom City, Lakeside Park, Rainbow Road, Mako Woohoo, Electrodrome, Delfino Square, Airship Fortress, Super Bell Subway, DK Mountain. You got 10 already, and then 11, 12. Luigi's Mansion to actually 12 out of 24. Big fan of. That's good. I like that. Half the tracks I'm going pod crazy for. But what about the ones I'm never playing? The Bowser Castle's shit. They could probably remake it to be good, but I don't care. Dragon Drift Race mid, aggressively mid, and the fact that it's remade will just piss me off. I don't want to play that. Fucking Sherbetland, what are you doing? Cuckoo Beach, what are you doing? What are you doing? Guys, 4 tracks I'm never going to play again. So in terms of that, the selection isn't the worst for my personal tastes. I'd give it an 8. I'd give it an 8 in terms of my personal choices, and I think in terms of realism, I just don't agree with the design philosophy. You haven't done a good job selling me, so I'll leave it there. Alfonso, your tier list before was really, really good, so I don't know what you could have done better. I'll take a quick look at it. It's the Ice Team track, yeah, but in terms of we're looking at me. It's me though. It's me. Like, yeah, you have to have an ice track. Am I going to play the ice track? No. So that's how it goes. Right, so this is Alfonso's one. Have you got the old one? Where's the old one? I want to compare and contrast. Give me the old one. Anyway. Poker Michael, yes, we got an old and a new. I want to compare contrast. I want to see the something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. All right, then we're going to look at 2 new ones because I haven't looked at the new ones for a bit. They've been neglected. So this is, which one's the old one? So in both the old one and the new one, you've still gone with Mario Circuit 4 at the big. Oh, Poker Michael, what are you doing, lad? What are you doing? You've got Choco Island here, Mario Circuit up here, Toad Factory all the way down here, Sunshine Airport up there. You got a lot of splaining to do. This is an updated one as well, and you've go home, try again, aiming for realism. Mario Circuit 4 first. Brother man, please, the number you've dialed is not available. Please check and try again. You didn't have to cut me off. All right, let me check a new one. I haven't checked the new ones in a bit. A bunch of new ones. Okay. So, look that I'm not the gamer. Glide. Let's go. You looked at the wrong one. No, I didn't. Okay, Toad Circuit, you're grugging me. Glide! Case. Luigi Circuit, Cheap Lagoon, Bay Park, Toad Factory, Bosch. Mario Race, 2 circuits. Okay. Sherbetland, Sunset Wilds, Delfino Square, Bosch. Daisy Circuit, Toad Harbor, Yoshi Island, Marco, woohoo, Bosch. Yoshi's... Ninja Hideaway, Rainbow Road. Okay, all right. You started off extremely well, but kind of fell off a bit towards the end. I'm not gonna lie. You haven't gone with the Daisy Circuit Cruiser combo, which is really, really nice. But you have got 4. You start off each one with a circuit. Oh my god! And you got Yoshi Circuit, which has already been remade. It's not coming back. I'm Xing that one off immediately. I think that's the only one that I see here that's egregious. That's absolutely egregious. Where is it? Where's my foghorn? Exactly. Other than the egregious Yoshi Circuit, I think you've done a good job here. Some might argue that this is a DLC. I'm not counting that just yet. Toad Harbor is in Leaf, which is a bit later than you'd think. But like I said, they tend to scale the... Like, for example, if you look at Ace Special Cup, if you look at 3 out of 4 of those tracks are Star Cup tracks, and then you got the Special. They tend to do that a lot. So even though Toad Harbor is a Flower Cup track, I can see it being in Leaf. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair spot for it. Sunset Wilds... Okay, Torandis, I think you got to help me here. Yeah, you got and Shy Guy Falls here. We'll get to that in a second. But Torandis, is Sunset Wilds or Delfino Square? Which one's harder? Because based on the OGs. Actually, no, I think Delfino Square's got more tighter turns. I think Sunset Wilds is quite open. I think the only hard part of Sunset Wilds is maybe the ending bit with the Shy Guys and when they latch onto you. So I think that's fair. Actually, I'll leave it there. But Shy Guy, you've made Shy Guy Falls enlightening. What is bruv cooking? You could have put... What could you have put there? What could have been a decent replacement? I don't know, fucking Yoshi Island? You could have put... I'd rather Yoshi Island enlightening than fucking Shy Guy Falls, man. What is going on? What is bruv cooking? But yeah, other than these 2 egregious errors... Oh, whoops. They took out the latching Shy Guys. Did they? That was the whole point of the track. What? That was like the main gimmick. And they took it out? Oh, Tor. You fucking stink, mate. But too many. Have you covered all of it? You got ice, beach, desert, Sunset Wilds. I'm counting Sunset Wilds as a desert. So I was gonna say you got your circuit base covered. Fucking hey, lad. You definitely had it. You definitely got your circuit base covered. I just don't see Shy Guy Falls being down here is rip. Yoshi Circuit is not coming back. But as a base game, this is DLC, so I'm not counting that. It's just base game. This is the base game, realism, the scaling. Like I said, you did very well up until Shy Guy Falls here. Very well until Shy Guy Falls. So I'll give it a 9. Other than these 2 things, like the Yoshi Circuit, if it was not remade in the BCP, would fit here. Or actually, wouldn't it be remade for 8 Deluxe? I think it was 8 DLC, so it was 8 Deluxe. I think this would fit here if it was, able to be remade, but it's not. But this is not. This would not be here. This would not be here at all. So I'd give it a 9. DLC Cup. You got some base DLC here. I'd buy this DLC Cup. Are you kidding me? I would see it. But me though, what about me? Hello, dog dude. What about me? What do I think? Win, you got 3 wins in the Shell Cup. Obviously, you can tell which one I'm probably not a fan of. You got 1 win in this one. If you're telling me the Latching Shy Guys are gone from Sunset Wilds, fuck Sunset Wilds, not my Sunset Wilds. So that's 4. Then you got 3 wins in here. That makes it 7. And you got 1 win here. 8. 8 out of 16. I really like. That's good. That's good. I really like 8 of them. I like half of them. And then, oh brother, this guy stinks. Sherbetland, Cheap Lagoon. I don't fucking care for. And that's kind of it. So 2. I'm just like, So you know what? I give it an 8. Plus the DLC, with the DLC, I'll give it a 9. I'll give it an 8.5 though. 8.5. Tabiyoshi. Who's Tabiyoshi? I've seen you in my chat, haven't I? I've seen Tabiyoshi. You know what? Tabiyoshi follows me on Twitch. I'm gonna review his. Oh my god. I don't have the energy for it anymore. Why have you got Figure 8 Circuit here? I don't know, guys. I'm getting too old. I've aged like 7 years. I've aged. I'm old. And the what? DK Jungle Parkway. Ghost. And the rest of it is fine as well. I don't even hate the rest of this tier list. I don't even hate the rest of this tier list. I don't think Toad Factory should probably be near the beginning. Luigi Circuit should probably be like near the end. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. I just don't have the energy for it. Realism. Can all these tracks be? All these tracks are available to be remade. You've got all the. You got Desert, Ice, Circuit, Beach. Realism. I'll give it a 9. Me though. It gets a 0 because of Figure 8 Circuit. But actually, though, let me give you an actual score. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tracks. I'm going pod crazy. 6 out of 16. And then 1, 2 of them I'm not playing ever again. That's fine. I'll give you an 8.5. I feel like IGN now. My retro picks. My rules. Really, Astra? Is Astra even here? Fennekin Fox. Fennekin Fox. Fox. We've got a Fox person in my Discord server. This is for humans only. Who is Fennekin? Who is Fennekin Fox? Who are they in my chat? Are they here? This is Buview Borway. We love Buview Borway. I love a slander name. I love a good slander name. What was the slander name for Figure 8 Circuit? Figure 8 Surshite? Was that what it was? Is that you, Fennekin Fox, number 1? Still got a long way to go. You're going to evolve from a Fennekin Fox to a Fennekin Del Fox. No, given that returning Rainbow Road tracks so far been added something to make them great, I would assume that something should happen with the 2 on my list. Particularly DRR should have rainbow pipes because they're cool shortcut opportunities. Shortcut opportunities, I don't know. If they give anti-gravity to the loops, remove the rating on the loops, or at least keep the falling off for the loop mechanic. Okay. Bonus note, the Banana Cup transitions from morning to afternoon to evening to night, and that's kind of epic. Alright. Double bonus note, it seems impossible to make a 10 out of 10 for both realism because one N64 track has to be on the list. There's no winning, man. There's no winning in my house. Yo, don't skip mine. Are you here? Or are you? You gotta tell me if you're here. I only review the tracks if you're here, okay? Alright, I'll do you next then. Don't skip mine. Then tell me if you're here. Anyway, Fennekin Fox, Luigi Circuit, Moo Moo Farm, Sweet Canyon, Toad Factory. Okay. But Paris Promenade, Tour Cities are coming back. Mario Circuit 4 in Banan? With as many sharp turns as it has, I just don't see it being in Banan, personally. Maybe Leaf or lower. Cheap Island, Shy Guy Bazaar. I think you could just straight swap these two. Bazaar and Circuit 4, straight swap them, and I think you have some decent scaling. It is just turns, but I think they're too I think especially like these ones are just too sharp. So I think I'd allow it, but at the end, swap Bazaar and Circuit 4, and I think that's fine. Jar Jar Ruins, Mushroom City, Broken Pier Mountain Warrior, Cloudtop Cruise, Shipyard, Bowser Castle, Rainbow Road. Okay, so that's your base 16. I would argue, maybe, if I'm arguing for the baby gamers, maybe the Leaf is a bit too stacked on the hardness, because you got Broken Pier and Mount Warrior, which are both... Actually, Mount Warrior was the end of Star, so I think that's fair. Broken Pier was a Special Cup track, though, so... this one was this also Special Cup? Did I have runes? Maybe a bit on the harder side, but, you know, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm not a baby gamer. I'm an infinite gamer. I actually like this. I like this a lot. Have you got all the themes covered? You've got Circuit, you have Beach, you have Ice, and you have Desert. You've got all the themes covered. Treasure Room was the beginning of Special. Yeah, so it's the beginning of Leaf. Maybe you've got 2 on the harder side. So, because you've got, what, 2 Special Cups in Leaf, 2 Special Tracks in Leaf, 2 hard Special Cups. You have to remember, like, DK Jungle and Donut Plains 3 were special, but they were on the easier side. Mario Circuit 4, I think, is also special, if I'm not mistaken, in Super Mario Kart, but it's fine. I'll allow it, as long as it's at the end. But yeah, these 2 being in Leaf, maybe a bit on the harder side. I think I might have to dock a few points for realism for that, because like I said, they tend to add easier stages to the harder cups, and they're more comfortable adding harder stages to the easier cups, other than the 2 glaring exceptions. But a 1 cup jump isn't the worst thing. But are all these tracks available to be remade? I would say they are. I think they're all eligible to be remade. So you know what? You got a Tour City as well in there for representation. I would have gone with Yoshi's Island, to be honest, but I'm rating this in terms of realism. I could see 1 Tour City coming back. I think this is good. I actually like this. I could see this being my Mario Kart 9. I could see this being Mario Kart 9. I'd give it a... Yoshi's in DLC. Oh, okay, fair. Base game. I got to pay for this? I got to pay for Yoshi Circuit again? I got to pay for Yoshi Island again? Man, Lucas, man, you're already gonna... First, you're gonna cosplay as a fox in my anti-fox disco. Have you read the rules? We said no fox is allowed in the rules. So I'm letting you come in here despite not being a fox. We go fox hunting every Wednesday. And then you're making me pay. Oh, we're out of time? Alright, guys, what are you thinking? Do we carry on with this? It's up to you. You're making me pay $2 for Yoshi's Island again. Really? Classic Scamtendo. Scamtendo. At it again. But okay. Scaling though, I like the scaling. The scaling is very, 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 very nice. Very, very, very nice. Swap these 2 and I think you're good. Maybe one of these 2 Special Cup tracks are a bit much. So I would say 8.5. 8.5. Mainly because of I think what docks you more is the hardness. Like I said, they're way more comfortable putting easy ones in hard than hard ones in easy. The fact that you got 2 reasonably difficult Special Cup tracks in Leaf instead of Lightning, so I'd go for it. More lists? You thinking more lists, guys? More lists. The listers have spoken. DLC though, what have you got? Warrior Coliseum, Ninja Hideaway, Airship Fortress, Big Blue, Yoshi's Island, Sunset Wilds, Bowser Castle, Rainbow Road. Stacked. What about me though? What would I think? Shell Cup, there's three bangers. Over here there's 1 banger, so that's 4. There's 4 bangers. 4 out of 4 bangers. That's 8. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 11. 11 out of 16. I'm going pog crazy for. God damn! Woo! That's crazy. I like it. What about the DLC? Would I buy this DLC? So I'm guessing this is like what? $5 for a dual pack? Or is it, how much are we talking? $10 for 8 cups? How much are you charging, Scamtendo? But if this is my first DLC set, Coliseum, Hideaway, Fortress, Blue, Road, Castle, Wilds, Island, I would buy this DLC. I think I would buy it. I think the only one I'm a bit sus on is Sunset Wilds if they don't add the Latching Shy guys again. But I think overall, I'd buy this DLC without a doubt. You got Fortress, you got a DS Rainbow Road with what you've said, the new changes you would have made. I think I'm definitely seeing it. I'm seeing it. I'd like it. 8.5 for realism. You know what? You have to have a stinker in there, which is Moo Moo Farm. Not stinker. Moo Moo Farm isn't even a stinker. I just don't care for it. And you have Mario Circuit 4, which maybe it's fun. Maybe it's fun. I'm not confident with one Lapis coming back as retros. I would say they would, but they probably have to be at the end of a cup, maybe, I would say. Just like they usually are. They tend to be at the end, so I think they'd stick with that trend. I think Nintendo would stick with that trend of one Lapis being at the end. You know, I would have given you a 10. But you know what? Do you know what's throwing me off? Do you know what's throwing me off, actually? Do you know what makes it stops it from being a 10? I'll give it like a 9.6. It's the Paris Promenade. If you're going to give me one tour track, Paris Promenade instead of Singapore Speedway, that's a rip. I would say that is definitely a rip. All right, who was whinging? Who was it? Is Tabiyoshi here? I don't know if Tabiyoshi's there, but Stratilex. Stratilex. That sounds like an old Nintendo magazine that would have like given me cheat codes like back in 2003 that would have went defunct in 2006. That's what Stratilex sounds like. Okay, Stratilex. Went for realism, gamer quality more so than actual tracks, but I wouldn't say it's full of stinkers neither. Any tracks that might be kind of mid could be overhauled, like N64 Battles of Castles, already quite ominous, just make it harder, darker, almost a spooky like track. Alright. Let me take a drink first. Alright guys, I got a big bottle today. A big bottle. So yeah, right off the rip, before I even take a sip, you started with Koopa Troopa Beach instead of Mario Circuit 1. You're gonna need to explain that. If you can sell me on an explanation, I won't dock you any points, but that is dock. Pay deduction. Pay deduction. You are not wearing you are kicked out the kitchen for that alone. But if you swap these two, I'd say that's a decent starting cup. You got DK Pass, which is already remade in 7. Does it deserve to be remade again? Bizarre Island Shoals. Okay. Maka at the start. Airship Lakeside. Wario Coliseum. Again, you stacked the Leaf Cup with some special cup tracks. I would say Wario Coliseum, even though it's special, probably could be fine at the end there. Lakeside, if they want to remake it and make it hard enough, maybe they don't. You know what? Was Airship Fortress in Star or Special back in DS? Was it Star? Okay, that's fair then. I think this ordering seems a bit weird to me, but I can't pinpoint what it is though. I think it's because Marka Woohoo's up there, but at the same time, I think Wario Coliseum works as an ender track as well. Lakeside Park, I think, belongs there. I think Lakeside, if you're going to put Lakeside Park on a Leaf, I think it stays there. It's a Special Cup track. These two are like the Special Cup tracks, so they stay at the end. These are like the Star Cup tracks, so they stay back here. I don't know what it is. I think this cup as a whole, just like, I don't know. There's something about it. That's just not making me, there's not like... But yeah, Lightning, you got Ninja Hideaway, Dry Ruins, Bowser Castle, River Road. Classic Lightning, you can't fuck up Lightning. No, and there's very few people that have fucked up Lightning. And Stratilex is not one of them. Nintendo likes to put Circuit second, like how Mario Kart 8 Shell has Mario Circuit after Moon Meadows, and Toad Circuit has Paris is after Paris in the BCP. Okay, I see what you mean. But... we're talking about Mario Circuit 1 though. You've brought up precedent, you've brought up case law, and I respect you for trying to argue the case. But for example, if this was Koopa Troopa Beach, or like even Luigi Circuit would be before Koopa Troopa Beach. What circuit track could you put here before Koopa? I don't think you could put anyone, like any beginning circuit track. I don't know. Toad Circuit being second makes sense because every cup in the BCP. This is the BCP though. We're talking BCP. I don't know. BCP is a bit weird. Toad Circuit? Even Toad Circuit wouldn't work. I just don't... I know you guys are making some decent points, I'm not gonna lie. You guys are making some decent points. I don't know. I just don't see it. I really don't see it. I would say it's Mario Circuit 1, Koopa Troopa Beach. I'm not going to mark you down too much for that, because again, the chat seems to think this is fair game. But what is still... But like, so let's skip that. I think this cup is fine. Actually, you know what? I actually don't think it's fine. Firstly, DK Pass is in the sus zone, because I think 7 tracks... If you've been remade in 7, you're kind of a low priority to be remade again. So not only are you making DK Pass, you're putting at the beginning... of Banana. a Star Cup track, the beginning of Banana. So not only do you have the tight turns of DK Pass, it's also an ice track, so your traction's ruined. So like, if someone could make a good case, if something's been remade in 7, I think it can be remade again. It's just, should it? And I would say DK Pass is probably not. You know? Like, I could see Airship Fortress coming back because it's enough of a fan favorite. DK Pass though? DK Pass? I just don't see it. It's a load of barnacles, Squidward. I'd put DK Pass. I would, if I was to order this, I would order this. Yoshi's Island. No, maybe not. Shy Guy Bazaar, Yoshi's Island, Dolphin Shoals, DK Pass. Makawu. This cup is what's fucking with me, and I think someone in the chat said it. I'm trying to find it. I think someone in the chat said it. Who was it? It was Jen. I think this is ultimately what's throwing me off. This. Every one-lap track has been the last track in a cup. But at the same time, if you are going to put Wario Coliseum in this cup, it has to be at the end, I would say. I'd say it's intricate enough where it has to be in the end. I don't see... So if we were to reorder this, what would it be? Airship, Lakeside, Wario Coliseum, Makawu? That doesn't seem right to me. It just doesn't. So I think this cup is just kind of like dead to rights, you know? Because you've broken the rule of every section track has always been at the end, but I can't put this at the end here. With these levels also in the same cup, I think, because I think every other track here is harder. Maybe Airship Fortress maybe is arguable, but Lakeside Park with the volcano gimmick could possibly be made to be harder. Not all one-light traps have been at the end. Woohoo Loop, true. Maybe, I don't know. I would switch Dryjo Ruins and Wario Coliseum and then put Marka Woohoo at the end of League Cups. Wario Coliseum with Dryjo Ruins. Yeah, actually, I think that could... Like, then you'd have 2 GameCubes in the same cup, though. DK Pass was a little scuffed. Didn't realize it was a star, but I needed another 7 track. It's a bit of a scuffed pick. Oh, DK Pass is a DS, my dude. It's not 7, is it? But yeah, this cup, it just feels weird to me. I don't like it. I just don't like it. There's a lot of I would go Lake, Airship, Coliseum, then Marker. Lake, Airship, Coliseum, Marker. But even then, I think I don't know. This cup is just fucking with me. I think this cup just needs to be like rearranged, or maybe one even needs to be removed and swapped in with something else, because I just don't see the scaling working properly while fitting the section trap. Generally tends to be at the end rule. Anyway, but other than that, I'm fixating on that way too much. I think it's fine. Overall. DK Pass is like a bit of an odd one. A bit of an oddball there. I think DK Pass is probably the only like real odd, other than this cup being a bit of a mishmash. DK Pass being right there is the oddball for me. Overall, realism. I guess there's precedence for section tracks not necessarily being at the end, so I guess this is fine. Swap Bazaar with Wii U Sweet Canyon, and swap Dolphin Shoals with Marco Woohoo. Hang on. I got to brain this. Swap Bazaar with Sweet Canyon. Okay, so you'd have Koopa Troopa Beach, Mario Cycle 1 Bazaar thing. Then you'd have DK Pass, Sweet Canyon, Yoshi's Island, Dolphin Shoals. Then Dolphin Shoals with Marco Woohoo. Dolphin Shoals with Marco Woohoo. I think that could work, actually. I think if you swap Dolphin Shoals with Marco Woohoo, I think that works a lot better, actually. Does it fit? I think it fits as well, actually, but then you'd have two 3DSs in the same cup. I don't think there's any way we can finagle it. I don't think we can finagle it for him. Realism, I'd give it like a 7, I guess. I don't know. I'm just going to give it a 7 and move on. Well, me, though. Me. Would I like this? Mid-rainbow... You've got a mid-rainbow road. You've got a mid-Bowser Castle. Dryjo Ruins is Pog. You've got Airship Fortress, Marco Woohoo, Yoshi's Island, Bazaar, Factory. So 6 out of 16. 6 out of 16 I'm going Pog for. The ones I would probably never going to play, Beach, Pass, as in DK Pass, I'm not like Pass on it. Louser Castle. Leaf Cup is full of bangers, but it's all yeah, it feels a bit weird in this. That's what it is. It just feels. I don't think scaling wise it works. I just don't think scaling wise because like this cup is fantastic for me. If you're asking me, I think this cup is great. You got one I'm going, and you got 2 tracks I really fucking love. One that has and 2 that have a lot of potential to be remade, like good potential. I like this cup. I just don't think it fits like there exactly. You know, I'm giving it for me. I'll give it an 8. So 7 and 8. I'll give it there. Who else is waiting? The tracks are stacked, but them being a binary. Yeah, they're all kind of stepping on each other's toes, you know. Who's updated stuff? Hang on. Let's have a look. Tabiyoshi, Alfonso, Summy, Sponge, Hasbo. I think Hasbo, wasn't yours already great? So who's new? Who haven't I done? I'm going to go through the news. I'm going to finish off the new ones. And I'll check the updated ones some other time. Your rapper? Okay. Quickly through this together. Few obligatory SNES and SN still stinkers. No Wii U tracks for a series first of not having tracks from the previous game because we've been playing them for 10. Oh, okay. Rapper. You've gone with a very unusual philosophy. You've decided to omit any track from 8 because we've been playing them for almost 10 years. I would agree with you if 8 didn't have absolute banger tracks. Like, just look at 8's retro list. Or 8's nitro list, sorry. Look at 8's nitro list. Even though we've been playing them for a very long time, Mount Warrior. You got Sunshine Airport, which a lot of people seem to love. You got fucking Mount Warrior. You got so many good ones. Every Smash card is not going back for Smash 6. Real and true. You got there's too many good ones. There's too many good ones in 8 not to bring back. So I don't agree with your philosophy. That doesn't mean anything. They bring a food tracks from every game. Yeah, I know, but like as a thought experiment, let's entertain Reppo. Let's see what Reppo does. This could be interesting. This is a Raj Gus in the chat. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can come up with something nice without using 8. Luigi Circus, Sunset Wilds, Piranha Plant Cove, Toad Factory. I know you guys said Sunset Wilds is easier now because there's no latching Shy Guys. Is it easy enough to be in Shell? What do you guys say? Woohoo Loop, Cheap Cheap Island, Delfino Square, Yoshi's Island, Bowser Castle Free, Stadium City Airship, Dry, Rosalina, Bowser Castle, DS, Rainbow Road. You've gone with some good choices, though. Have you fit all the banana at the earliest? Okay, so I would swap Sunset Wilds and Cheap Cheap Island. I think Cheap Cheap Island could go in Shell. I think Cheap Cheap Island could go to Shell. So definitely swap these two at the very least. And I think it works because they're both super GBA tracks. You can just straight swap them. And then the rules aren't messed up. So you've got circuit, you've got desert, you've got beach, and you've got ice. So you covered all the bases. You know what? For someone trying to deliberately slander 8, this isn't a bad selection. Honestly. And technically, kind of say, yeah, okay. 8, this would technically count as Mario Kart 8, so I broke the rule. Nerd point up. This isn't bad. I don't know what you guys... I don't know, man. If this was my Mario Kart 9, I wouldn't be too upset. I really wouldn't be too upset, honestly. I would expect the 8s to come back as DLC. They'd sell it to us again, I guess. I think it works. I think it's shockingly enough. I think it works, honestly. Because I think Luigi Circus is a fantastic track. Then if it went into Cheap Cheap Island, I think that could be good. Piranha Plant Cove, maybe got 2 Underwater Ruins, Beach, Underwater Ruins, Factory, Woohoo Loop, Delfino Square, Yoshi Island, then Sunset Wilds. You got Bowser Castle. I think it works. I don't think it's happening. So in terms of, I can't rate this in terms of realism. I don't think it's happening. I think your philosophy, it's my parents like strategy. It's just the strat part. Stratilex. So Stratilex. Strategy. Stratilex. Got it. Okay, thank you. Glad you corrected me. I can't rate this in terms of realism. But if these are my retros, if they told me these are the retros, Misty, what do you think? Luigi Circuit, banger. Toad Factory, banger. Woohoo Loop. I'm always happy to see Woohoo Loop. Delfino Square. Welcome back, homie. Welcome back. It's been a while. It's been a while. Yoshi Island. You're always going to be welcome in my party. You got Mushroom City and Airship Fortress. Come on back, ladies. Come on back. Dry Ruins. Bowser Castle. Lovely to see you. Come on in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of 16. I'm a big fan of. From what I've heard, I probably wouldn't be too happy with Warrior Stadium. And that's kind of it, really. I don't even hate Ice World. Ice World's kind of mid, but I don't even hate it. So I'd be only Warrior Stadium. And that's basically, I'm basing my Warrior Stadium hate on the fact that like the chat unanimously said this track is bad. You know what? I'm giving it a 9. I'm giving it a 9. I'm giving it a 9. I'm quite happy with this. I'd be quite happy to see this. I'm not gonna lie. Who's this? Nombre Indefinido. Who's this in the chat? I think it's just them, and then who else? Astra's Astra? I think, have I done Astra's? I think I did. I remember your Mario Circuit being first. Stratilex, Tabiyoshi's. Tabiyoshi, yeah, I don't know if Tabiyoshi's here. And then, I'm not the game already done. I think I've done all the newbies. I've done all the newbies, okay. Are they here? 9, yeah, it's good. I'll take it, I'll take it. I will take it. Alright, we good with this? Alright. You know what? I didn't take a look at Spongy's proper last time. Take 2, maybe. I kind of just skipped over Spongy, so let's look at Spongy's again. Sponge Man Ice Cone. He's actually tried this time. Spongy's actually tried this time. He went for a bit of memes last time, but he actually tried. Mario Raceway at the very beginning. Maybe that could work. Peach Beach, Sweet Canyon, Shy Guy Bazaar. Okay. Donut Plains 2, Cheap Island, Delfino Square, Prawn Blanc Cove. Okay. DK Ass, Warriors Galleon, Drome, City, Banshee, Ruins, Castle Road. Okay. We've got something interesting going there. Let's I think, is Mario Raceway easy enough to start Shell right off the rip? It could be. It could be. I think it could work. It's a couple of turns, but it generally tends to be like think about it. Like generally the very first one tends to be like Luigi Circuit, you know, ones that like very very like round simple turn. Like generally the first track tends not to punish you too much for not learning how to drift yet. I think Mario Raceway, do you need to drift necessarily to beat this track? Probably not. I think you can probably get away with just driving normally. I think it works. Yeah, Raceway counts as a circuit track. It counts. The scaling's fine. I think just Raceway being there is maybe a bit. But I think other than that, what would you do? Someone said they'd swap the island and Delfino Square. Cheap Island, Delfino Square? I think it's fine there. I think you guys probably have to tell me about Tour. Piranha Plant Cove. Is Piranha Plant Cove like a good... If I look at the rest of this cup, Raceway was the end of Shell and Wii. Was it? Okay, I thought it was the start of Banana. Okay, I think that works then. I think it works. Swap Pass and Raceway? No way. What? Swap DK Pass and Raceway? Toad Duck, what are you cooking? PPC, what do we think about the PPC placement? Does it work as like a Banana Cup ender? So is it harder than these 3? What do you think, guys? I'll leave that to you. DK Pass, Shipyard, Electrodrome. I think that's fine. Swap Raceway and RR. Shut up. And then yeah, I think you done it. Again, I think the only question mark might be Mario Raceway, but it was at the end of Shell in Wii, so the beginning of Shell isn't too weird. Maybe this cup is what I'm thinking. I just don't think City works as a good ending stage. I think Shipyard maybe works as a good ending stage. So I'm personally the pass. Drome City Shipyard. I think Shipyard is a good ender. I think it's got the makings of an ending stage. Peach was the start of Shell and Wii, so just swap those. Oh, okay. That could work. I think there's probably an instance where the circuit track being second might fit. You know what, Spongy, you've done a good job. A couple of swaps. You've got all the themes. You've got ice, desert, beach, circuit. You've covered all the bases. You've even got tour rep. You've got Wii U. How many Wii U reps have you got? You've got 2 Wii U reps. They tend to pull more from, you know, the later Mario Kart, so I would have expected maybe 3 Wii U reps, but I guess that's what you got the DLC for. Thought City and Cards would be harder difficulty, maybe, but I'd say the underwater, like, you got, like, maybe, I don't know. I'd say I like this. I think this is a good, you got some good scaling. I'd give it a couple of swaps and it's like near perfect, so I'll give it like a 9. I'll give it a 9 realism. I could see this happening. All of these stages, maybe DK Pass, would it come back again? It was already in 7. That's probably another big question mark as well. But I still give it. I give it an 8.7. How about that? I give it an 8.7. A couple of marks down for DK Pass since it's already been in 7. Is this DLC or these like extras that you buy? You give me bruh. You've got to give me any context, Spongy. Context, Spongy. Give me context simulator. Didn't think Pass was. Yeah, everyone always forgets Pass is in 7, but it was in 7. Extra. So this is extra. So this is part. So boom! You've done all these cups. Woo! Yoshi Island, Lakeside Airship, Baby Park, Cloud Top Ninja, Bowser Castle, Wii. Not seen a lot of people go with Wii. And then GBA Rainbow Road. Mario and the Mercedes Cup. Mario and the Mercedes Cup looking quite nice, I'm not gonna lie. It's looking quite nice. And your unlockable cups. You got Baby Park back in there. We love Baby Park. We love Baby Park, don't we, guys? We love Baby Park. Baby Park is great. And then, would I be happy with this? You got loads of the Rainbow Road would just put me off, but then you got another Rainbow Road here, so I'm okay. DS Rainbow Road is just really boring. I'm gonna be honest, it's mid, sucks. But you got some ones I really like. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Peach, 8 out of the 16 base. I like it. I like /love. And then you've got what? This Rainbow Road is a bit of a stinker. I'm not gonna lie. So, what's it? Yoshi's Island counts as a crossover track. If something like Harry's Circle can't come over, chances like Yoshi's Island can't come over either. I think Yoshi is closer to Mario than Zelda's closer to Mario. So if there was a crossover track that was going to come back, Yoshi's Island would come back. Definitely. So while I think your logic is fine, I don't think it applies to Yoshi. I don't think it applies to Yoshi, and it doesn't apply to Wario. So if there was like a WarioWare stage, which they should do, by the way, I don't know why they haven't done that, like a WarioWare Incorporated stage. They should do that. I think that's fine, because I think Wario and Mario are just intrinsically linked in the same way Yoshi and Mario are intrinsically linked. Zelda and Mario, not so much. I like it, Sponge. I give it a 9.5. Well done, Sponge. Keep it up. Proud of you. Proud of you. All right, how many of you guys are in here? How many of you guys? How many have I done? I haven't done Chaos, have I? I did Poker Michaels. Gentlemen, did I do yours? I don't think I did yours. That's what no exams does to a motherfucker. There's too many people here. All right, hang on. Alfonso. I lost track of who's that. I did. Okay, so I did Josh. I did Toad Duck. I did CEO. Alfonso, I did take a look at yours, didn't I? I think yours was perfect before. You don't need a redo. I took a look at Akumpo's one. Poker Michael, you grugged me so hard I didn't bother. Gentlemen. All right, let me do gentlemen's. I'm right, you're wrong. La la la, I can't hear you. Based. It's been fun. All right, Strat. Have a good one, homie. No, I did this one, didn't I? I think it looks similar. You know Mario... Was it 2 people that did Mario Circuit first? Did someone else copy you? I could have sworn. Was it you that did Mario Circuit first? Someone else did Mario Circuit first as well. I know I've seen this before. I think we were talking about this before, weren't we? Well, I'm assuming... Okay, it wasn't yours, because I see Twisted Mansion here, so there's that. Okay, gentlemen. What have you got? What have you got for me? What have you got? You got Mario Circuit, Sunset Wilds, Sunshine Airport, Toad Factory. Oh my. Sunset Wilds up there. Sunshine Airport up there. The airport. Airport? Up there. Up there. And then you got Daisy Hills in Banan. DK Pass in Banan. Bowser Castle 4 in Boomerang. Luigi's Mansion in Boomerang. Super Bell in Boomerang. Daisy's Cruiser in Leaf. Airport's fairly easy. But Sunset Wild doesn't belong there. DK Pass doesn't belong here. Stadium is probably not going to be this high. Bowser Castle's not going to be that high. Same with Super Bell. Luigi's Mansion's not going to be that low. Donut Plains 2 is not going to be that low. Same with Daisy Cruiser. What have you, that's just too, oh god, it's like a 0. Oh jeez, Rick, it's like a 0 out of 10. No realism to be had here. What do I think it's good enough? How many tracks am I going? Okay, you got Mushroom City, Cloud Top, Koopa Cape, Yoshi Island. A SNES track was in Lightning in Wii. What was the SNES? Okay. A SNES track was in Lightning in Wii. I'm calling you out. I'm calling your bluff. You're gonna wish I never called you on your bluff. Mario Kart Wii. Okay. A SNES track was in Lightning in Wii. Okay. Okay. Disagree. Fuck your cookies, bitch. Was in Lightning in Wii. It was SNES Mario Circuit 3, which I think has a better shout to be in the final cup than Donut Plains 2 has to be in the 5th out of 6th. So you know what? Your logic is shit. Your realism is shit. Your track list is whack. Get this tier list away from me. You know what? Yeah, that argument was so bad, I give up. I give up. Alright. Okay, we're carrying on from here. Chaos. Hasball's here. Repper's here. Spongy, I've already done yours. Sammy. Who else? Tabiyoshi, Lasagna. There's too many of you guys. Alright, guys, I got it. Plus every virtual recap as at least one SNES or GBA. Is that a trend? I've never seen that one. Okay, let me do okay, guys, I'm gonna do Chaoses and I'm gonna do Summies, and then I'm gonna if I don't know updated one, you can update me later, alright? Chaos, my man, and then we gotta play Pokemon. We gotta play Pokemon, Morty. We gotta play Pokemon. We've gotta play Pokemon. I need to finish. Let's go. All right. So this is hang on. Have I got it right? OG on the left. So OG on the left and new one on the right. Got it. Okay, Chaos, my man. So. Originally, you started with Cheep Cheep Lagoon, Mario Circuit 4, Frappe Salon, Excite Arena. Your update is Daisy Hill, Scuba Jewel Beach, Luigi Circuit, Excite Back Arena. Much better! Someone who actually used the update to actually make things better. Thank you so much. This is the first time where someone's actually done it properly. Jesus Christ. Although I don't think Luigi Circle would be third, if I'm being honest, but I do think at least all of these fit Shell Cup. You know, all of these fit Shell Cup. I'll take it for now. I'm not. We'll do the nitpicking. We'll do the comb later. I'm just having a look through. Does mine not count? Yeah, Spongy, your first one was a meme. Okay, your first one was a meme. I don't count it. Okay, your first one was a meme. You weren't trying. Banana Cup. You went with Daisy Circuit, Broken Pier, Delfino Square, Warrior Stadium. 3 of which I don't think deserves to be in Banana Cup. Delfino could probably stay here, but I'm expecting Daisy, Broken Pier, and Warrior. Next, Daisy could probably stay there. Broken Pier and Warrior Stadium should be like Leaf or lower. What about yours? Delfino, Daisy, Shy Guy, Bowser Castle 3. Okay. Bowser Castle 3, the end of Banan? Banan? Really? Interesting. Does mine not count? No, Toad Dog. Yours doesn't count. You're a Toad. Toads don't count. Toads don't have rights. Come on. And then you went with... you've moved Bowser Castle 3 from the end of Banan. It was the start of Leaf, you went end of Banan. End of Banan. I'll be incredibly sad if Shy Guy... Shite Bite comes back. You guys are just capping. Exciteback Arena is amazing. You guys are just shit. Just shit at this game. So before you had Bowser Castle 3, Mushroom City, Shy Guy Bazaar. Shy Guy Bazaar definitely should not be here. It should be Banan at the latest. And you did put Banan, which was nice. And then I think Mushroom City, maybe 1 cup lower, I would argue. Yoshi's Island is probably fine there. Yeah, Toad Factory, Broken Pier, Shy Guy Falls, Yoshi. Toad Factory being here is a bit late. That is really late for a Toad Factory. Toad Factory here, but Bowser Castle 3 here. And then, not to mention Broken Pier is here. Broken Pier, a bit rough. Broken Pier definitely is an ender. If you're gonna end with Broken Pier. Honestly, okay. Then before you went with Banshee Boardwalk, Sunshine Airport, Wario Coliseum, Toad Factory. I think we've already seen Toad Factory at higher, so you fixed that. Sunshine should probably be a bit higher as well if you were going to put it back. But I think you've decided to omit it entirely. But so that was your Banshee Airport, Coliseum, Factory. You went with Mushroom City, Stadium, Jerome, Marco. Ooh, that looks better. That looks better. I like it. Lakeside Park. So originally you went with Lakeside Park, Airship, Jerome, Marco Woohoo. You've gone with Lakeside, Airship, Ice World, Coliseum. Okay. I like that better. And then you've gone with Moonview, Ninja, Bowser Castle, Rainbow Road, which I didn't think needed to be touched, and you did not touch it. Okay. Still a bit of a scaling weirdness with this one. Bowser Castle 3 might work well as a banana ender. Some people might say it works well as a banana ender, but Toad Factory to start Leaf. They are more comfortable putting easier tracks in lower cups, so you could get away with putting Toad Factory here. Could get away with it, but the fact that Shy Guy Bazaar is also here is a bit weird. To be honest, I would just do a straight swap of Daisy Circuit and Toad Factory. So I'd have Delfino, Toad Factory, Bazaar, Bowser Castle 3, and then Daisy Circuit, Shy Guy Falls, Yoshi's Island, Broken Pier. I think that's probably what I would do. That's probably how I'd do it. I find it odd how no one's put Electrodrome as an ending track. I don't think it's an ending track. Like with an ending track, you want it to be like not really the hardest of the set, but you want it to be like the one that leaves the biggest impression. So Bowser Castle 3 being a banana cup, and yeah, it's noticeably tougher, and it works. You know. You've also gone with Shy Guy Falls and Bazaar. Shy Guy Andy. I don't know. He's looking awfully shy today. Very sus. I think the ending. I think with your ending, your what's it? Your bottom 3 cups are scaled quite well, I would say. Like with the 4th cup out of 6, I'm expecting it to get noticeably harder, but not too hard. And I think these cups fit that. Lightning is where, like, you know, here's where the big boys are coming to town, right? And I think these are where the big boys are, in fact, in town. And the Spiny Shell is like, okay, now you can give me the realness. And I think you gave me the realness here. So, you know, I think these 3 are really, really good. But I think there's a lot of rearranging to be done here. I think you've also got the themes covered. You've got ice. You've got desert. You've got desert. You've got beach and circuit. Have you got a circuit track? Daisy Circuit. Yes. Okay, you do. So you got all the themes covered. It's just the beginning. The beginning. I think if you were to like re-update this again, I think you'd have to. These 3 cups need a bit of a switcheroo. Because I think these bottom 3 are fine. I think these are all tracks that deserve to be remade. Airship Fortress is the question mark, but maybe does it not? Because 7 is that does it not zone, and I think it does. I think it just about makes it. I think you can get away with having 1 7 track, you know. But I think if you do more than 1 set, like already remade in 7, that's what I mean. Already remade in 7 track, you'll probably get away with it. But if you do more than 1, it's like I don't think they do that. I think you're getting into far-fetched territory. Overall, realism, the scaling on the beginning is a bit too off for me. I'd give it a 7. Would I be happy though? You've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, not 4, yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, not Coliseum, 13 out of 24. 13 out of 24. There isn't much good DS non-remade in 7 tracks left. Is there not? Well, who cares? Fuck you. That's what I say. Get him gone. Send him home. Yeah, but you have Wii U and Tor. You have enough tracks from them to pull from. All right, you got no excuse. You got no excuse. No excuses. No excuses in here. I'd say I'll give you an 8. I'll give it an 8 and call it a day. All right, Sammy, the last one for now, and then I'm moving on to YouTube, and we're gonna finish Pokemon. Pokemon. Where was your old one, Sammy? Where's your old? Oh, there's your old. Okay, silly me. I was just checking. Okay. Old, you did Bridge, Parkway, Bazaar, and Yoshi. That's weird. That's weird. Very, very, very weird. Is F8C, DS, BC, DSR? No, just okay, fair. I'll let you get away with that. But then see, you've got Bowser Castle. Bowser Castle and one and Airship Fortress. There you go. There's your 2 from DS. You probably only really need to bring back 2 from DS, to be honest. One that hasn't been remade and one that probably has. Very weird scaling. Yoshi's Island at the end of Shell might work, but Parkway and Bridge, very odd choices. Did you fix them? You've gone with Raceway, Excitebike Arena, Shy Guy Bazaar, Toad Factory. Ooh. Juggernaut just ain't that hard for me. We're not talking about you, we're talking about the average gamer. Remember, we're not talking about personally. If we're thinking personally, none of these tracks are that hard for me. But Shell Cup is where the babies are allowed to be baby, okay? We have to let the babies be baby. And then Banana is where the babies put their pants on. And then Leaf is where they start going to walk. And then Lightning's when they run. And then the 5th one is when the big boys, only the big, we're talking like 7 p.m. onwards. And then the last one is 10 p.m. onwards, you know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to go, all right? That's how it's supposed to go. But I'd say this is fine. This is fine so far. You originally with Peach Gardens, Cheep Cheep Island, Daisy Circuit, Banshee Boardwalk. Peach Gardens, BCP, not gonna get done again. Banshee up this early, probably not gonna happen. Daisy Circuit, maybe. Cheep Cheep Island, I think Cheep Cheep Island and Daisy Circuit work. Peach Gardens and Banshee don't. And you fixed it. You've gone with Mushroom Bridge, Daisy Circuit, Cheep Cheep Island, Delfino Square. Okay, there seems to be a lot of noticeable improvements so far. I like this. Can this continue? Vanilla Lake, obligatory SNES. Galleon, Lakeside, Cloudtop. I don't think Cloudtop would be this early on. Definitely not. Lakeside, not as well. Shipyard, I'd probably push you down to 4th Cup or onward. So Vanilla Lake 2, maybe not even. Vanilla Lake 2 could probably stay. These 3, probably a bit lower, I would say. Have you fixed that? You've gone with Luigi Circuit, Vanilla Lake, Cloudtop Cruise, Vancouver Velocity. Stick with Cloudtop up here, where it'd be Lightning or lower, I would say, but okay. And then you went with Shy Guy Falls, Airship Fortress, DK Mountain, Maka Woohoo. You went with Shipyard, Airship, Bowser Castle, Rainbow Road. Oh, so you went with 4. You went with the 4 cup format. So you were scaling this for 6, and you're now scaling it for 4. Okay, all right. So taking that into account, I actually didn't know that. I didn't notice that. So if you're taking it into account, I guess the scaling is okay-ish. Does Vancouver Velocity work there, chat? You tell me. Does it work there? Does it work there? I'd have to defer to you for that one. Unlockable, Lakeside, DK Pass, Banshee, Yoshi Island, Marco Woohoo, Ninja Hideaway, Wario Coliseum, a Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road again. 2 Rainbow Roads. A lot of you guys are definitely doubling up on those Rainbow Roads. It does? You think it fits there? Okay, I'll take your word for it, Monado Jojo. Just you, only you. Is there any other noticeable again, Cloudtop Cruise. I would keep, that's fair. I think that's fairish, I would say. I think it's overall. Well, if you're scaling it for 16, I think it works. I think it works decently well. I think Cloudtop is the only question mark. But like I said, they have put special cup tracks in Leaf before. I think there's precedent for that. So I'll let it slide. I think that's fine. I like it. I like the scaling. I like it a lot. I think it's good. I think it skews a bit harder, maybe, but I think it's still fun. Cloud Tom Cruise. I would SNES, Vanilla Lake, and Banana Cup, would you? I think since it's an ice track, I think ice as a gimmick probably works as Leaf, maybe. Swap Shipyard and Cloudtop, or Airship with Cloudtop. Shipyard with Cloudtop. Actually, yeah, I think that works. I think if you swap Shipyard with Cloudtop, I think that's perfect, actually. I think that probably fit. I think if you literally, if you swap Shipyard and Cloudtop, that's it. I think that's it. That's perfect. That's actually perfect, I would say. I would say that is really, really good. Really, really good scaling, but without that, 9.4. There you go. Well, me personally. What have you got? You got Marco Woohoo, Wii Rainbow Road, Yoshi Island, Lakeside Park, Rainbow Road, both Rainbow Roads, Bowser Castle, Airship Fortress, Cloudtop Cruise, Delfino, Factory Bazaar. Pardon me, Excite Bike. So that's 12 out of 24, which is a good ratio. I like that. If this was my Mario Kart 9, I would be very happy. I'd be very happy with this. You have to have a couple of stinkers in there, and in this case, the stinkers are Vanilla Lake. Not too fond of Bridge over City, if I'm being honest. And DK Pass, a bit of a stinker as well. It's just the ice tracks, but then I hate ice tracks, so I'm not expecting much. So if you're going to drop stinkers in your selection, you best have them be the ice cup tracks, because then I expect them to be stinkers, unless they're Summit or Mount Warrior. So you know what, I'd give it a 9. I'd give it a 9. Because there's a couple of fixer-uppers in here. Like Colosseum, I wouldn't be too happy, but if they fix up, it could be good. Same with Banshee. So there's a couple of fixer-uppers in here. Cheap Island would be pretty boring, but if they fix it up, it could be good, you know? Let's see, when the next Mario Kart game comes out in 2034, could you come back as he has the closest? I definitely, we're going to do an award to see who got the closest, I would say. I probably should have deleted the other thread. I probably should have just, like, you know, like, kept it so that I could, like, refer to it later. I should have just, like, closed it so we could refer back to it later. Alright, so I'm just going to close these. I'm not going to, like, delete them, so that way we can see who was the closest. We can see who's the closest. We'll be old. Hey, guys, this is Musty here. Make sure you like and subscribe. But that's it, guys. If I didn't look at yours, post. I want to make a new thread. I deleted the thread. I'm an idiot. I should have just closed it, but I deleted it. It was a thrill of the moment action. Let me just. I'll close these. Closed for business. Closed for business. No one's here anymore. All right. There you go, gamers. There you go. There you go. You didn't have to cut me off. All right, gamers. It's been fun. It's been real. I love reviewing your things. I got to do mine soon. I've done my 16. I'm just trying to figure. I think I'm gonna do what you guys have done. I've got my 16, and I'm gonna do my 2 DLC, my 2 unlockable cups, so I don't have to worry about the scaling of those. I think I'm gonna cheat and do that instead, and then I'll present to you mine next week, probably, maybe. Right, guys, we're gonna go to YouTube. We're gonna go to YouTube, and we're gonna finish off our Nuzlocke of Pokemon X. We're nearly done. We're on the Victory Road and a Rainbow Road. That's what we're going to do. So follow me there. I'm going to stream in like 5 minutes. We're going there now. So we're going to go there. Got to do like our dated tier list to put in a thumbnail. Did I put it as the thumbnail? Did I? I don't know. I think it might have been. I think I might have changed it. I think I might have ruined it. You're flexing too much. Oh, someone followed me on Twitch. See? Thank you so much for following us. See, you guys need to follow me on Twitch. It's way better. You get like a follow notification and everything. It's so cool and cool. All right, gamers, I'll see you there. It's been a lot of fun. And I will see you guys over on the Twitch side.